I beg you, don't embarrass me, mother. Got that weird shit every time. Every stinking time. Ah! Oh no. That wasn't it. That was not good. What up, y'all?
All right, y'all. So we've reached the end.
Spinning around and around. Um, what up, my peoples? What's happening? Oh yeah. Reese said she is the trouble. I love that. What's good with you? That's all right, Kim. It'll be up there for you. Good luck with the client though. I'm on a little late. I had to take care of some business. I had a lot of business to do today. I am on TikTok as well. We own both, baby. We own both. I'm on TikTok right now. Hey, what's going on? What's happening? Oh, no, we are not, and they should leave us alone. Let's see what the men's got to say, though. All right. Are modern women worth the trouble? We got to find out. Let's see what happens. Allie in the house. Yeah. Anyone else TikTok that Trump in 48 hours can undo our country, but the Democrats can never move us further? What are they doing? They work for the oligarchs, so I'm never shocked that they don't move our country forward. Conducting interviews. Yeah, man, it was fun. Gentlemen Gone Rogue. Why aren't modern women worth the trouble? What makes modern women not worth the trouble in your mind? I would like for you to come up and explain to us why modern women aren't worth the trouble. Most men that say no don't talk to women. We gonna see. Let's see what they say. They ain't worth it. What are we defining as a modern woman? I don't know. I'm gonna let the people decide what that is to them. What are modern women, huh? That is a good question. When they come up, I ask them first to tell us what they think a modern woman is, so we can know we talking about the same people. Because it's a vague term. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Yeah, women alive in the modern times. Yeah, exactly. There you go, Kayla. Women alive in the modern times. That's a modern woman. There you go. Best way to describe it. Absolutely. Shanika, great question. Is it age or ideals? I think when they say modern women, they mean ideals, but also the women that are alive now. Right? But what if we told them that the women that are alive now thought just like the women back in the day? Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, I know. The Apple Pay is weird, so don't worry about it. T, stop it. I ain't paying nobody. We gonna find out. We gonna get to the bottom of it though. I got the question. Are modern women worth the trouble? That's what I want to know. Are modern women worth the trouble? And why not? If you don't think modern women are worth the trouble, come up and then tell us why modern women are not worth the trouble. Have you argued this with me on Facebook? Who is this? Hey, what's up? Hold on, wait. I know this. Hey man, my people's in here. That's what it do. You've argued this with me? I don't know. What was I saying? I don't know. Define trouble. I don't know. A modern woman is not their grandmother. Hey man, it's whatever it is. It's open. It's open for anybody that agrees whatever. I want to know what you define. I want to make it as I told you that. Nah, that don't sound right. We was holding you back in life. That's not. That's make believe. We was holding you back. Come on now. I'm hearing some cap in that. We was holding you back is crazy. Oh man, I don't even think I don't know. Show me the show me the post. I want to see it. I don't believe it. I'm sure I said some crazy shit, but I don't know about that one. That's crazy. Probably it's because we were born standing up and talking back. Oh, damn, that's why. Interesting. It's time to garden with this prop. Oh, you gonna garden? That's good. I've seen them describe modern women as women who do not comply with traditional values, aka slavery. I want to know, man. I feel like this is a perfect opportunity. We got to find out if modern women are worth the trouble. I don't know. So a modern woman, I mean, any woman that is not traditional is modern, right? Isn't that the consensus? If you ain't traditional, you modern, right? And that's what it is, right? If you ain't traditional, you modern. Okay. And traditional is what? You are I don't know. What do you what is traditional for you guys? I don't want to give you the answer. That's why I'm trying hard. I don't want to do it because I feel like once I start to do it, I'm just gonna it's gonna be leading. I don't want to be leading anybody. I just want you to I just want to see what you actually think. The roles of both men and women have evolved. Yeah. I agree. Very few dudes think like this. Think like what? That modern women aren't worth the many men think this. Many men think modern women aren't worth the trouble. A lot of men think women aren't worth the trouble. A lot of men think that. Or well, they say it. See, okay, I got to be clear. A lot of men say it. I don't know if they actually believe it, but they definitely say it though a lot. So I'm gonna say that they think it just to give them, yeah, a lot of men are DL. I don't think it's that many men that are DL, but yeah, a lot of men say it. A lot of men say it. Who is Hero? You agree that modern women aren't worth the trouble? Okay. Would you like to explain that? I don't know. I don't know why you would agree that modern women aren't worth the trouble, but this could be interesting. I would like to know. Yeah, the role, yeah, definitely though. Okay, Jill. Let's see. They want 50-50 traditional. Hey, what's going on?
You hear me all right?
Yeah. Just fine.
Okay, I'm sitting in my car.
You good?
I'm gonna make this quick because I have to pick up my child. But
Nice.
yes, I agree. Modern women are not worth the trouble.
Mhm.
Because if you feel like it is worth the trouble, you can leave us alone.
Mhm. Yeah.
A modern woman wants to be treated with equity and equality.
Mhm.
And if it's too hard for you to step up to the plate to do so, then leave us the hell alone. So no, we're not worth the trouble.
Bet.
I gotta go.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right, Jim. That was quick. Yeah, no, if you so would you say that if you are not worth the trouble, does that mean I disagree that modern women aren't worth the trouble, but I hear what you're saying though. You know, I'm good with leaving the women alone, but I don't think modern women aren't worth the trouble. Numbers. I don't think modern women aren't worth the trouble because I think women are worth the, you know, the trouble or because it is hard for men to change and it's hard for people to change and grow. Men and women, it's hard for people to change and grow. So, but I think women are worth the trouble though. Yeah, it is. It's definitely trouble. It's hard, man. It ain't easy. What would you call it? It's not easy to grow, right? It's really not. It's a task. It's a task for sure. It is a task, no doubt about it. But are women worth the time? Yeah, absolutely. I think women are worth growing for and being better for. Absolutely. But I don't know if the men feel that way. Who knows if the men feel that way though? I don't know. We'll see. Hero says she'll come up. Okay, get in the box. I already invited her up. She didn't come up when I invited her, but the box is open. Unless you can't see. Can you see the box? Oh, okay. There you go.
Hello.
Hello, what's going on?
No, I'm just really shy of talking. I'm sorry.
You're okay.
I'm a typer.
You're all right.
But so with the modern women, are you talking about like women like millennial women, Gen Z women?
Could be any age. It's just women who are not who don't conform to traditional values, pretty much. That's the way I would describe it.
Right. No, I mean, I guess it all depends on what the man feels in the end or how the woman feels in the end. But are they worth the trouble?
Mhm.
What trouble are we speaking of? Like, are we talking about like social media aspect of it, like OnlyFans and women that support themselves and feel like they don't need a man in their life?
I wouldn't do OnlyFans. I never mention me personally. I don't bring up OnlyFans because it's such a small number of women that do OnlyFans that it wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't apply to enough women for it to show up on my radar. But yeah, the latter for sure. The women who
Right.
are independent and like, yeah, I can pay for my own thing and I don't need, you know, whatever. Yeah, definitely those women.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to figure like what is a modern woman? What is your definition?
I said what it
of
was.
modern woman?
I said what they were. There are women who don't adhere to traditional values, right? So they don't adhere to like gender roles.
So like they go to work, they're not stay at home. They
could be any of those things, but they don't believe in gender roles. They don't believe in this rigid idea of gender roles. Like women do this and men do that. Like they could stay at home, but it's not like they're like, I'm the woman, I'm supposed to stay at home, and you're the man, and you're supposed to like. It's not that. It's like, cool, I'll stay at home for right now, and then you go to work because I just had the baby, and then you know what I mean, and they work it out in that way.
Yeah, like for me, I mean, I'm a very traditional woman. You know, I would rather be the stay-at-home mom and, you know, take care of business at home and let my man go to work. I'm that type of person. But
And that's fair.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really have anything else to say other than, you know, I mean, it's up to the person, you know?
Yeah.
If they feel like with the trouble.
Do you think
personally, no.
you personally know what?
Yeah, personally, no. I don't think that modern women are worth the trouble. But I mean, I'm also, you know, a woman myself. So I mean, I can't make that decision. So it's up to the men.
I know, but you
Decide,
could,
you know,
I mean,
for me.
I'm more just asking for your perspective. It doesn't have to be like you dating them. Just what's your perception of a modern woman? Because you said, now you're saying that they're not worth the trouble. Why not?
Too much work, probably.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like a man shouldn't have to try so hard nowadays for women. I don't know. I'm really bad at speaking. I'm sorry.
I mean, you're doing fine to me. I don't think it might be, it's hard to, okay. So let me ask you some questions.
It's hard to put it into words.
Yeah.
I get what you're trying to say, but I'm not like that articulate with my words.
So,
coming out.
so I think, so the question I would ask is like this. So the things that, do you think that most men and women are compatible nowadays?
I mean, divorce rates are up nowadays, so I'm not sure about that. Probably not.
Yeah. And why do you think, I'm not even asking you. I think a lot of the reason why men and women aren't compatible is because men are still operating on an old operating system from the early to mid 1900s, and women
Do
are.
you think that women have like evolved more socially than men have?
Yeah, I think women have always been like this, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
But they just weren't allowed to express it. And now women have a little bit more autonomy and a little bit more access. So they're able to, free themselves of the shackles of, traditionalism.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I don't think that modern women, I think that a large divide and disconnect between modern women is one of them is educationally. I think modern women are just more educated than the average man. And then I also think that which the reason why that's important is because it's hard to communicate, right? If you have a person that knows how to communicate and then a person that doesn't, that's going to be tough. If you have two people that don't know how to communicate, it's freaking over. But definitely if you have, I think a relationship where two people don't know how to communicate will last longer than a relationship where one person communicates and the other person doesn't, right? Because I think the person that can communicate will get tired of it faster. But if neither one of you guys know how to communicate, usually that, there's like, it signals or signifies other things, right? Like, but neither one of you know how to communicate. Probably neither one of you are that educated, blah, 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 right? So I don't think it's like that uneven in that aspect. I also think that modern men are, in this regard, not modern men today and men of old are just very, very, very abusive. And I think modern women aren't really, they don't need to suffer, the abuse of a man because she needs to keep a roof over her head or she needs to put food on the table for her kids. Would you agree to that?
No, I would definitely agree to that as well.
So I think those are the biggest.
But I'm gonna actually let this other person talk because they've been muted for a minute. But I appreciate you talking to me, and
yeah,
I like your ideals.
Thank you.
And thank you so much.
No problem. Put your husband on next time. Let him talk. He can.
Okay.
He the one I really want to talk to, actually, to be honest with you, because I heard him in the background talking, oh, I don't know. Yeah, they're not worth the trouble. I'll be curious to know, why does he think modern women aren't worth the trouble? But
hey, I can give that. I can do that for you.
Oh, cool. Hey, bro, I love it. There you go. Go ahead, brother.
So I'm gonna tell you exactly why they aren't worth the trouble.
Okay.
Right? Yes, they are more intelligent nowadays, and more.
They're more educated. I think they've always been this intelligent, but yeah, they're more educated. Mm-hmm.
And more independent, but they're taking that power to their head. Like, hey, I can do this,
mm-hmm.
but now I can just wash off the next guy. I can just go and take on another guy and another guy. And if he ain't worth it, I'm gonna take another guy. And they just go around playing with everybody's damn feelings.
Do you think that
You know what I'm saying?
you don't think that's a contradiction?
What do you mean by a contradiction?
Because you're saying that they're independent, but then they're hopping from guy to guy. But if they're independent, then they probably don't need a man, right? So it wouldn't be so much that they're going from guy to guy. It would be that they try a guy, he lets her down. They try another guy a year later, he lets her down. They're like, all right, fuck it, I'm out. Right? Like that typically seems. Yeah.
I get that part, but if you go to the younger generations, they don't tie down to no guy. They're constantly got a long list.
Why are you blaming the women for that? Wouldn't you blame the men?
Some of the men are just giving up and just saying, okay, well, it's just a piece of ass.
No, I know, but listen to what I'm saying. So if the women are the women, generally speaking, I think most people want to be in relationships, right? So like cishet people, they want to be in relationships with, the opposite sex, right? If men are not, if the women aren't willing or accepting of these men, then wouldn't that actually reflect the men and not the women? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how does women not wanting to settle down with men have anything to do with women and not everything to do with men? Like, could it be that the men aren't worth settling down with?
Well, then that would be a majority of the population.
I agree. I think the majority of men aren't worth settling down with of any age group for women, right? I think the majority of men are pretty trash, generally. Right. To women, right. To women, right? Maybe not to whatever, I don't know, but to women specifically and children, I think the majority of men are not worth settling down. And that's not a new thing. That's what I'm saying. It's not a new phenomenon, right? That's cool. That goes back forever. So what's the difference? Wouldn't that be reflective of our characteristics and not the women's?
You just said that women are becoming like more independent and whatnot, and men are a little lacking in that area. It takes a man a longer to mature, right?
I didn't say any of that.
So
I didn't say that at all.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying I disagree with you necessarily. I just didn't say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
but I hear what you're saying though.
It takes men a little longer to grow and become the man that they're supposed to be.
Which is what's a good man to you?
A good man is a man who provides for his family, protects his whole household.
What does protection? What does protection look like to you?
Okay, so protection is to not allow outside sources to disrupt the family.
And who is most likely to disrupt the family? The man in the home or some other random person outside of the home?
The woman.
So the woman is most likely to disrupt the family.
Yep.
Okay. Because even more so than the man. Based on what?
Yes.
How? In what way do women disrupt it?
Based on them not being satisfied with what they have.
I mean, is that, once again, that seems like the problem of the man and not the woman, right? So for an example, if you worked for me, right, and I told you that I was going to give you a certain amount of money, I said, you do this job. I don't know if you ever seen Napoleon Dynamite, where he worked on the farm or whatever all that day, and then the dude gave him like a bunch of change and whatever. Like, but if I said, all right, you do this job, 8-hour job, I'm gonna pay you $200, right? And you go bet, and then you get done with the job, and I give you anything less than $200. It really doesn't matter. But let's say I give you significantly less. Let's say I give you $100 less, $100, right? Is that? And then what if and then you were like, wait, I thought you said you're gonna give me $2. Would you accept my response being, well, you should just settle for the $100? I know you need $2. I know you need the $200. You need that. You told me you need it. That's why you're doing the job. You needed the $2, right? But I'm just going to give you $100, and you should just settle for that, right?
It depends on your performance, really.
It doesn't. You did the job. You did the job. You completed the job. The job is done. You did what they asked you to do. They owe you the money. If they don't give you, if they don't make good on the money,
Then what? See, but that's the thing nowadays is that's what's going on. Most men don't know exactly. This goes back to the communication, really. Exactly what is expected of them.
you don't.
They
So
should know.
so you don't know what your wife expects out of you.
Yeah, protection.
Mhm. I bet
making
you.
sure that the house don't fall apart.
I bet you.
Everything's safe.
I bet you I could tell you 10 things your wife expects from you. And you probably don't meet 8 of them. But I bet you she expects 10 things out of you. And you're not fulfilling 8 of them. And I'm being generous with 8. Right? I talk to my wife all the time. My wife is the only thing I got to guess about my wife is like what she wants for her birthday. Like she won't tell me what she wants for her birthday because she said that shit is lame, right? And I respect that. She won't tell me what she wants for Christmas. I gotta pay attention to her. She wants me to pay attention to her. That's her thing. Fine. But as far as what she expects out of me in our relationship, 100%, I know exactly what she wants. I know exactly what that woman wants. And by the way, she's been telling me what she wanted the whole entire time. like you know what I'm saying? Like it's grown and it's changed or whatever. Don't get me wrong. It's evolved and she's asked more things of me as the deeper we get into it. But she's definitely been asking me and telling me what she needed from me this whole time. But so you don't think your wife wants you to be you don't think your wife wants you to be intentional?
Oh, definitely.
Right?
That's part of it.
Yep. She wants you to be intentional. She wants you to be consistent.
Right.
Right? She wants you to pay attention to her, right?
Right.
She wants you to be vulnerable, right?
I'm not sure about the vulnerable part, but yeah.
You don't think your wife wants you to be vulnerable? Is your wife vulnerable with you?
To an extent, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty sure she wants you to be vulnerable with her, right? What does vulnerability look like?
Just open with, and that kind of deal. I'm not sure. Like as far as vulnerability, like coming to her when you need the help, as she does for you.
That could reflect, not being afraid to be to ask the person in your time of need when you need help and assistance. Yeah, okay. Which she does, right?
Right.
Yeah. But you don't ask her because you're the man.
Well, yeah, because it's a pride thing, I guess, among men to not ask for the help. You know?
That's nothing to do with your woman. That's what I'm saying.
I can find a way out. I can fix this kind of deal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. So that is you just said that's my pride, that's my ego. That ain't got nothing to do with her. So if you're not being vulnerable with her, she wants you to be vulnerable, but you don't want to be vulnerable with her because of your ego and your pride. Same thing with me. I'm in the same boat. It's tough for me to be vulnerable. It takes work and practice, definitely. Like it don't come to me naturally or easily at all. So I'm with you. But I'm just saying, I know that my wife wants that, and I know that I need to do more. I need to be more vulnerable with her, so I practice it. Right? What about intimacy? You think your wife wants you to be intimate with her? And I ain't talking about hunching on her. I'm talking about like real intimacy, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Like the cuddling, the kiss on the forehead.
That's physical. Yeah, and that's physical though. Intimacy is also like the types of conversations you have, like what they're what they're centered around, and like I said, kind of all of this stuff falls. It could kind of fall under the umbrella of intimacy. Paying attention to her is, you know what I mean? Like that's a part of like, you need to pay attention to be intimate too. You need to listen, you need to, express yourself, all of this stuff, right? That's all a part of the intimacy. Now I disagree. I don't think women break up the homes. I think men break up the homes. And I think that the vast majority of the time, the homes that get broken up are not because it's not some random person outside of the home breaking up the home, right? So when you talk about protection, wouldn't the number one person you need to protect the home from be you?
To protect the home from me?
Yeah. You're the biggest threat to your home. Yeah. You're the biggest threat to your wife. You're the biggest threat to your kids, not some random person outside the house.
If I'm the one that's doing the protection, how
Mhm.
would I be the threat?
Exactly. That's why I don't think men are protectors. Exactly. Because you're the biggest threat. You can't be the biggest threat. You can't be the person most likely to harm and then call yourself a protector. I don't think you're a protector at all, to be honest with you. Right? I think the only person that you need to worry about for the most part is yourself. Right? When you talk about protection, it's you doing everything you can to protect your family from you, from your emotions, from your lack of, being able to communicate, from your shortcomings, from,
But that just seems like it's assuming that I am unstable or.
I don't think you're unstable.
See,
I think you're a man. I don't think you're. I mean,
not all men are toxic like that. Not all men are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not all men are toxic, but most men are.
Right, and I am not.
You don't think you are?
Oh, I guarantee it.
You guarantee it?
Yes, I guarantee it. Like,
interesting. So your wife stays at home, right? She's a stay-at-home wife.
No.
Oh,
as a matter of fact, we're together unit. I mean, she would love to stay home.
Oh yeah, I thought that's what she said. That's why she was like, "Yeah, I want a traditional." So she ain't even traditional. Wait, you got you a modern woman? What are you talking? Hold on, wait, sir. Hold on, hero. Hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. So you have a modern woman. You don't even have a traditional. You live in a modern relationship. You have a modern relationship. What are you talking about? What just happened? Hold on. That was a crazy curveball because I'm thinking this whole time.
She wants to be a traditional type of deal, but the way times are now, it takes more than one person to take care of the whole household. Like,
financially, right?
More than one. Yes.
Yeah.
Financially.
Yeah. So you aren't with a modern woman. You are not. I mean, you aren't with a traditional woman. You're with a modern woman. You are in a modern relationship.
Yeah.
You are in a modern relationship. Is your wife worth the trouble?
I mean, yes.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Cool. If your wife is worth the trouble.
Kind of back out on that. But like I'm saying, if you go out there, the general population of modern women would reject. Go ahead.
I think he just won this debate, babe.
He did. But like I'm saying, she's one in like millions.
I'm not denying that. I'm not saying is your wife special. That I would hope you would think your wife is special, right? I'm just asking you, based on the evidence that was presented to me, you are in a modern relationship with a modern woman. You don't have rigid traditional roles. Sounds like you guys are in the modern times, but yet if initially you said modern women aren't worth the trouble, and come to find out your wife is a modern woman. So I asked you.
You know what? I think I'm gonna follow your page. I really enjoyed this.
Look at us, man. Hold on. Hey, we did it, Joe. We did it. We have a rod. I love that, man. A W is a W is a W, right? But that's what it is, though. So I'm glad we got that established. I just, what's funny is that your reflex, though, is to be like, nope, modern women aren't worth it, which is a whole other thing for us to unpack another day, right? But I want you to think about that. Why would your reflex be, nah, these modern women ain't worth it, right? That's weird.
It's just from what I see everywhere.
You see it every day. You live with a modern woman. What you talking about? You see her every day.
Household, I see what happens to everybody else. Like, dudes get a woman pregnant, they start a family, and then the woman runs off with something else. And
that's not true. That's not true.
I see that every day.
No, you don't.
Like,
don't say that.
I promise you, I do.
I promise you don't. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, nah, the men in your area cheat more than the women in your area. The men in your area abuse the women more than like, come on. That's every area. Like, let's be for real. I ain't got it. That's crazy. You know that's not true, right? Like, come on. We know that. We know the person that's most likely to cheat in a relationship is the man. We know the person most likely to abuse in a relationship physically and emotionally is the man. We know the person most likely to financially abuse a woman is the man. We know that. Like, come on. It's not even close either. It ain't even like 51-49. It's like fucking like 90-10, 70-30, 80-20. Like, it's not close. You know what I mean? You don't see a bunch of women getting pregnant and then just the man is treating her fine and dandy and all of that stuff, and she just like, you know what? I'm out of here, Dale, and she leaves him. Like, that's not what you're saying. I'm not.
I've seen that multiple times. Like,
and you've never seen men do that?
Well, and I've seen dudes, being abusive and whatnot.
Okay.
As well. But
Yeah.
I have seen the woman doing that.
Don't say more.
To me, I've had it happen to me more than times than I can count.
You've had what happen to you more times than you can count?
Where the woman was the one that was the abusive mentally, than the man could ever possibly be.
Okay, so you weren't abusive to these women. You weren't neglecting them. You didn't lie to them. You didn't gaslight them. You didn't cheat on them. Nothing.
Oh, I promise.
I'm asking you. You can say yeah or no. Yeah.
I'm just saying, my mama raised me right, dude. Like, I was raised by a woman, so
I mean, we all were raised by women for the most part. Most men were raised by women. They still turn out to be shitty. So I was raised by a woman. My brother was raised by a woman. My mama was raised by a woman. Everybody, we was all raised by a woman. 99% of the time, we were raised by a woman. Right? Our mamas did the majority of the labor. Which, once again, that's what I'm saying about men and women is, wouldn't that signal abuse? If you really think about it, just that in and of itself, that most people are raised by their mothers with, some contact with their fathers, some guidance from their fathers, most people, not a lot, right? Definitely not 50-50 in most cases, but some contact. And then there are more people who have experienced 100% abandonment than there are people that grew up in a home where the mother and the father relatively spent the same amount of time with them and had the same amount of input.
Yeah, well, see, my dad did the abandonment thing, so
my dad too.
And so, it was all my mom for me, my whole life.
And then here you are talking about women, like when your daddy come to find out. See, once again, look, even what you acknowledged, the man fucking, come on, bro. That's weird. You know better. Come on. That's what I'm saying. We don't got to do that. Like I said, what you got to unpack is some homework for you. The homework is for you to unpack why do I have these negative thoughts about women that aren't true, right? Like really, really think about that. Like, why do I think like this? Even though my mom raised me and most of my friends' mama raised them, and most people around me, I know they mamas is there and the mamas got the babies and the mamas take care of the kids and all of that stuff. Why do I see all of this, but yet I'm still sitting here blaming women? Where am I getting that from? Like, really try to get to the bottom of that.
Personal experience. I know
it's not your personal. Nope. You were raised by your mother in an absentee father home. Your personal experience is that. That's a part of it. But you're skipping past that to get to, oh, I chose some women that did me wrong or whatever, and now that's all I know. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. That's not all you know. That's not even most of what you know. I don't even think you have been with that many women that have abused you. If any. I'll be honest with you. Me personally, I tend to not believe men when they say they were abused by women and they didn't do anything. Like, I'm like, but I don't know your story, so I'm going to take it at face value, right? I don't think you've been abused if many times many times by women, right? I don't think you got multiple stories of women like abusing you and like, doubt it. Maybe it happened to you though. I give you that. Maybe you didn't do anything wrong. You were a perfect gentleman. You respected her. You listened to her. You valued her. You didn't gaslight. Maybe you did all the things right and you just got a bad one and she mistreated you. I'm with you. I could believe that one time, but you're not about to sit here and tell me like, yeah, that's happened to me multiple times. Like, no, it didn't. As an adult, go ahead, Solo. Yep.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though, bro. Like, you're an attractive dude, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you speak from the perspective of an attractive dude. Like, but I've seen like dudes that like when women settle for like a less attractive man or something, like I've seen dudes get put through the ringer. You know what I'm saying? I am aware that like most of the time the dudes just like, you know what I'm saying, dudes just ain't got no sense. And they treat women like shit. But what I'm saying is like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm like, well, you gotta kind of understand, like sometimes dudes who are less attractive take their pickings how they get. That's not to negate your point, but I was just saying that, bro.
So you're saying that go ahead, brother. I'm sorry. Hero.
I was just gonna agree with that. That's all.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like I'm not, and you, bro, you know me. I'm fighting the fight every day.
Yeah.
On misogyny, bro. But what I'm telling you is, like, sometimes when dudes are less attractive, bro, or the woman has more, like, I guess, personal leverage. Not to sound like one of those red pill dudes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes I do see less attractive men get kind of thrown through the ringer, bro. That's all I'm saying to that. I had a totally different sentiment, bro.
I don't. Okay. I mean, what do you mean get put through the ringer?
What I'm saying is like, you know what I'm saying? They might have other things that a woman might, like, you know, gravitate towards them too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, the physical attractiveness is not there. You feel me? And
why would a woman, but you have to make it make sense for me, right? So,
I'm trying.
Yeah. So make it make sense. Okay. So you got an unattractive dude. He gets a woman, right? He gets a woman.
Mm-hmm.
She's not that physically attracted to him.
Exactly.
Why would she date him? Because you know most women don't do that, right? Like, you know, most women aren't like, oh, I gotta, like, he ugly, but like they don't usually.
You know, I know this, bro. Like I'm saying, like it's just not like it's not out here happening. You feel me? Like I know most women are not gonna intentionally pick a dude that they're not attracted to.
Most men don't do that either.
Yeah, I don't think so either. That's not where I'm coming from, y'all. Come on now.
But ugly niggas be cheating. But wait, but ugly niggas. Have you ever seen Thin Line Between Love and Hate?
I'm gonna tell you something. Ugly niggas that cheat are some bold ass niggas. Bro.
But they cheat though. You can call them whatever you want to call them.
I do.
You can call them whatever you want to call them. But ugly niggas are abusive too. Ugly men are abusive too, right? So that's what I'm saying. I'm not like.
But ugly men get women all the time.
All the time.
So much to do with looks. It has to do with how you represent yourself as a person. So if you a man and you coming on a show like this and you sitting here caping for ugly niggas, that already tells me that I'm not saying you specifically, Solo, but you don't have no swag about yourself. It has to do with personality. It has to do with how you carry yourself. Women go for ugly niggas all the time because they funny. They know how to dress. They know how to talk. They masculine. Women don't like weak men. Women typically don't like that. They settle for that, but they don't typically find that attractive. Other men don't even find that attractive when they looking at friends for other men. So I kind of don't get what you're talking about, sir.
That's fair. Like I said, hey.
Hey, somebody said most men. Hey, somebody said most men are ugly.
I mean, low-key, they are.
Low key niggas is ugly. I ain't gonna even hold you.
But this is the thing. The ugly nigga can still get it. Because if you
Easily.
have personality, you know how to talk, you know how to make people laugh. When we go out, we have a good time. You know how to come around the family, make laugh happen. You know how to cook some food. Go out there and fix some shit in the backyard. That's all you got to do. A lot of these niggas don't have no type of male role model. So when it comes to dealing with women, they sat and play video games all day. Now they adults and they tired of jacking off. And you don't know how to go out there and meet women and how to talk to women. So now you bitter. Now you on Reddit. Now you just mad at the motherfucking world because you don't know how to meet women. You wanted to play video games.
I think that in most cases, from what I have experienced, it's not even so much men not meeting women. I think it's not even the video game stuff or the role model. Like, I don't think men need male role models. I think male role models steer men terribly wrong most of the time. I think typically though, it's men don't do any work on themselves, right? Internally.
Right.
And very little, and they do minimal external work, right? So, you got a man, he got a job, and he got a job, right? And he like, I got a job, maybe a car or whatever it is. I'm certain age groups, I'm saying whatever, right? He got a job in a car, and he like the reason why women get turned off by men when they play video games isn't because of the video game. For an example, I'm using that as an example because a lot of men do play games. But the reason why a lot of women get turned off by that, and from what I've experienced personally and what I've seen, is that those men don't pay the women attention, right? So you're sacrificing your relationship to some extent so that you can play a video game. Most people, women, whatever, don't give a fuck if you play a video game in your downtime and your, in your leisure time or whatever, however much leisure time you have. It's when men pay more, they know more about the game than they do about their woman. The woman wants to make, have this connection with them. They feel like they haven't spoken to one another yet enough for the day. And men don't know, like it's a feeling, because I've had this discussion many times with my wife. It's a feeling, right? It's not a number. I remember my wife being like, yeah, we don't talk enough. And my reaction to that was like, well, how many hours a day should we talk? Like, it's like, nigga, it ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, today we might need to talk 3 hours. Tomorrow we might need to talk 30 minutes. Like, I don't know, but we don't talk.
I kind of jumped out there with the video game thing. I'm sorry for cutting you
No,
off.
you good.
I kind of jumped out there with that one. But I was kind of more so focusing on the fact that a lot of men are very socially awkward.
They are.
And when it comes to interacting with women,
Yeah.
and I apologize, I kind of sounded aggressive when I just was.
No, I heard everything you were saying. You good.
But it's the socially awkward part of things.
Mhm.
When you're not dating in your younger years, and this is for both men and women,
Mhm.
and then you become an adult, then you spend a lot of time at work, or you go spend a lot of time at school focusing on getting to these quote unquote goals that they tell us in this Western culture that we have to get to. Okay, now you've reached all that. Now you're lonely, but you don't have any type of socialization with the opposite sex or even with the same sex. You don't have any dating skills. So now you're trying to impress or interact with people, and you're kind of immature in a lot of ways. You don't have a lot of the attributes that most people are really looking for, and then you start getting rejected. And then when you start getting rejected, you become bitter. And this is for both men and women.
Wait. You think it's
society? That's because society coddles men for some. Like it doesn't. Society doesn't force men to grow up. It doesn't force men to take accountability for shit.
Mhm.
Like it allows men to put all of their all the blame on external.
I don't got enough money. I'm not tall enough. It's always something else. It's like, nah, nigga, it's you.
But that blame always ends up coming on women.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, 100%. Without a doubt. Yeah.
Myself.
Mhm.
Like, even if you look at a person who's a bigger person, like, well, women don't like big niggas. And it's like,
Yeah, they
the
do.
reality is a lot of people don't. I mean, I'm not even talking about fat. This stuff. I'm just saying, like, yeah, if I'm meeting somebody, I'm going to go for somebody who physically kind of seems like they got their shit together. That's for both men and women. But for some reason with men, instead of them owning that and having the onus to say, well, maybe I got to get myself together, they just start becoming bitter towards women. Whereas women be like, you know what? Let me go and get my hair done. Let me go ahead. I'm about to go on a date. Okay, let me go get a nice outfit. Let me put some effort into myself.
Mhm.
Women are always taking that on to find self-improvement.
Yeah.
But men, very rarely do they do that. And instead of just raising their standards for themselves a little bit, they
put it on women. No, they turn around and say, women, lower yours. They spend all their time trying to convince women it's because that's what old boy was doing. Oh, women, they just have these expectations, and then that's what fucks up the relationship. No, that's weird. Hold on. Let me read this real quick. They said, the poll said, ladies, has an ugly man ever played in your face, hurt, abused, mistreated you? 82% said, hell yeah, it be the ugly ones. I can't read the rest of it, but I'm guessing, it be the ugly ones that do it the most. And then 17% said, no, but I've seen it happen to people around me. Intently said, unexpected creep protects from the unexpected creep. Reed Scarlett said he has a modern woman who is a submissive provider. My guy hit the trifecta. He had a submissive. She was probably a freaky virgin. Yeah, he hit it.
Can I ask a question about that? That's what initially I wanted to talk on here for, because I was listening to the couple. I forgot her name, but when her husband got on, a lot of women are very delusional when it comes to some of the things they say, because she completely contradicted herself. She came on here saying that she felt modern, quote unquote, women were very difficult to deal with.
Yep.
She's a modern woman.
She's a modern woman.
Scoops up horse shit.
Mm-hmm.
She cleans up her husband's shit, and she pick up horse shit. And you go to work.
Yep.
Then you let him get on here and play in your face and say oh, okay, I want a traditional woman. Instead of him being on here commenting with you about this quote unquote traditional woman he want, why don't he go get a budget created or come up with a different lifestyle where he can have it so you can be at home just picking up horse shit and not at a job too?
How you wait? That was crazy. How you want a traditional woman, but you can't afford her? I'm sitting here I'm giving him the pass. Dog, right? Who didn't give him I gave him the pass. I was like, oh, he's good. I had to. And then I'm talking to him. And then when it came out that I was like, wait, she works? Oh, this is crazy. Y'all are crazy.
Because you always kind of expose it that way. And I've been like, you don't probably remember me, but I'm friends with you on Facebook.
I do remember you.
Okay, you do remember. Okay,
yeah.
You used to always do that though, because you kind of set the questions up where people just tell on themselves. And I just wanted to tell you that shit was fire how you did it. I've been watching your show and you like, okay, let me just ask you questions and you just tell on yourself. You answer your own questions and figure it out yourself.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. You ask enough questions. They go if they answer them, but the trick is they got to answer them honestly, right? Like that's the trick, because usually they can see by the questioning they'll figure it out at some point, and then they'll start to like I've asked dudes straight up, like I'll be like, who do you trust more, men or women? And they'll be like, oh, men, whatever, right? And I'll be like, okay, who would you leave your child with? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I did this one. I had this one scenario. I was like, if you had to leave your baby in a room with 10 men or 10 women overnight, who would you leave your baby in a room with, right? Like you had to do it, right? And they said, this is the craziest one. This nigga said, and I quote, I would leave them with the 10 men. And I said, yo, baby? And they said, yeah. Then I said, why? And he said, well, the men are going to protect the kid more because men protect. And I was like, what?
Whoa.
Protect the babies from who? And then he was like, then that's when he started doing the Stevie Wonder, then I was like, nigga, from who? Then he was like, well, from anybody. And then he saw where the question was going. He was like, because all these women ain't safe. And I was like, I didn't say all. Here's the thing. And here's what I told him. I said, look, bro, if you put your baby in a room full of 10 women, 2 of them women could be crazy and could be, some wild shit, right? But them other 8 women gonna make sure that shit don't happen.
Absolutely.
Them others. He knew that though. Look, and I'll flip it around on you. I'll flip it around to make the point even more so. It don't even gotta be 8-2. Flip it around 2-8. Flip it around 2-8. If it's 2 women in the room and 8 women is on some wild shit, and the 2 women know, they gonna lay on top of that, like they gonna hold that baby. One gonna hold the baby from the front, and one gonna hold the baby from the back, and they gonna protect the baby. Like, what is y'all talking about? A man ain't gonna do shit.
I work with all men, and I get into these conversations with them a lot. I'm the only woman in my entire department.
Yeah.
If I ask men, what's the one thing that's stopping you from jogging at night? If it's not bears and it's not animals in the wilderness, the only other thing that's stopping you from jogging at night is other men.
Yeah.
You don't have a fear of women attacking you. You have a fear of other men attacking you. So that conversation, like we even have data for that conversation that can support that none of this is true. But I wanted to say this real quick before I go, just real quick, because I wanted to touch on your topic. When it comes to the traditional woman situation and about men wanting to deal with them or not, if you're a heterosexual man, you don't have an option in that. If we're talking about heterosexual men dealing with women, what are we talking about right now? Because the reality is this. Humans have evolved. We don't even cook food the same way because we have new technology to cook food. So when it comes to people changing, we know that there are more rights that women have acquired. We know that there are more rights that humans in general have acquired. So women changing, if you are attracted to women, they are going to be worth you dealing with them. Now, if you are not attracted to women, that's a whole nother conversation. And a lot of these men are not really into women. They like to have sex with women, but they don't like women. A lot of them have a lot of anger towards their mothers. A lot of them have a lot of anger towards these childhood heartbreaks that they had. And they're very childish. They don't know how to let that go. So a lot of them don't really like women. It don't matter if she's traditional, if she's modern, they don't like women. And then what they try to do is use that quote unquote the modern word. You don't like older school women either, because older school women ain't bringing no money into the house. Older school women putting that moo on. She gonna fuck you when you get off work. She gonna clean up and cook some food, and that's about really it, kinda. They don't like different women either. They complain about that. Then a woman that goes to work and makes money, they don't like that either. They don't like women.
Yeah, we know
They like
that.
sex, but they don't like women. So this conversation for them, and I know you know it, but I'm just saying for the other ones that's on here kind of trying to argue it, they don't like women. That's what the real conversation is.
I gotta say something.
HB, I'm scared of you a little bit.
I don't even think most men, this about to be, I just thought about this right now. I don't even think most men like sex.
Really?
I don't think most men like sex. Nope. I think what most men like is they like to dominate. They like to manipulate. They like to I don't think most men even like sex, because if most men liked sex, they would be better at it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really liked it, you would be, you know what I'm saying? Like hey, whatever I like, I'm on that shit. Just because you do it a lot don't even mean you like. I'm saying like you would actually try to be the best you can be at the shit, right? But we know men don't really give a fuck about that. Because we get the bus every single time, but we don't care about our performance. We're not, you know what I mean? Like we underperform all the time. A lot of niggas got ED by 30. Like niggas don't really give a fuck about smex. They don't take care of themselves enough to do it for a long period of time, a sustained period of time. They don't care about a woman's satisfaction. Like, so I don't think men even really like smex like that. I think men like to dominate. I think men like to, like this one man admitted, I think they like to take out their aggressions from the day that they went through, right? The oppression that most men, black, white, or everybody in between, right? Living in this oppressive capitalist system, you got a boss, you getting beat up by the system, whatever, you get to come home and you get to take that shit out on your woman. That's what a lot of men want to do. They don't really like sex though, right? If they liked it, if you really liked it, wouldn't you want to hunch for like an hour, 45 minutes? Niggas is done in 10. You can jack off and get done in 10, 15. You could do that with Pamela and Fistina. You could double up on that mother. You could hit them the two-fister twister in that motherfucker and call it a night.
Hey, if I can agree with you for a second, bro, I think a lot of men like the validation of being able to get snacks, bro. Because just like you said, to your point, you can do a bunch of crazy, you can do a lot of crazy shit with your hand, bro. You feel me? Like, so I agree with that point. A lot of dudes really just like to be able to say, oh yeah, I can get sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and my homeboy used to talk, and dudes be like, yeah, man, I ain't even got dang bust. I just wanted to know I can beat her. I'm like, bro, what kind of shit is that, bro? Like, so I definitely agree with you on that.
I definitely done been in them times where you just got to get through it. And you don't even know why. You just compelled to do it. You just like, I just take one for the team, whatever excuse you make for yourself. Like, who the fuck that nigga? Leave. It's over. Like you don't even like her like that. Just bounce. You don't even want to be here. Like you bored. Like, nigga, that's what I'm saying. You can't. And then also how I know men don't care about smacks too is because look at how excited these niggas are about these fucking robots. These niggas seen a robot. They seen a robot with a BBL. These niggas crashing out all over the internet talking about it's almost over for you hoes. I was like, nigga, what? What? A robot? Oh, y'all niggas really don't like vagina now. I know that shit.
That's scary. Like that tells me that if there wasn't laws in place to prevent men from having sex with children, that would be something that would be happening far more frequently than it already does. Because the desire to just stick your dick into things, I don't know if I can say that on here, just stick your penis into stuff is just too wild for men. Like that's like a robot. Come on now.
Coming up with stuff like that though.
Robot,
Elon's and your Mark Zuckerbergs of the world coming up with that stuff though. Like weird. Because you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but who falling for it?
People
a lot of niggas
because they have money. Only tolerate them because they have money. Like they don't act like no woman actually wants to be with either one of them.
No, but the robots the niggas want to hunch on though.
Bezos either. Nobody actually wants to be.
Nah, he was married. Nah, Bezos was married when he was broke.
By those two losers that you just mentioned.
Bro, his parents had money, had big money. What are you talking about?
What?
Big money, big stack.
Out the door, and then I hit my face on the door.
Regular men are very influenced by Elon and the Zuckerberg.
Slice on it. You have a slice on it.
Hey, Pub, go handle that, twin.
When you say regular men, what exactly does that mean? I'm confused.
I'm talking about just a regular man. I'm a regular woman. You a regular man. We're not in the
Average.
1%, the billionaires.
Yeah, average.
We're very influenced by these quote unquote men that have a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm not impressed.
Okay, so maybe you're not, but do you disagree the fact that men, people who have power in general?
Yeah, I think that men constantly do shit for the
general
validation of
population.
other men, but I don't. Like, I never have. Like, I give a fuck what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Not you personally. I'm talking about men. Like, I don't care. Like, the vast majority of them, like, outside of Pub and a handful of others, I don't even do it.
I don't do shit for the validation of men now, but I definitely did when I was younger, and I don't. And
when I was in my teens and
20s, yeah, it wasn't even like a conscious thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I'm doing this for the homies, but when I unpacked it later on, I was like, yeah, why the fuck was I doing that? Like, I used to like get off on that shit. Like, ooh, this, I got me in the I was that nigga for sure. Bring the girl around. Oh, nigga, it's all the hump niggas. Nigga, you got your, hey, nigga, she back like doing all that weird shit for the validation and your homies high-fiving you and shit. Shit was weird. Like, it's really like at the time, though, that's what it was. That's like, that was the thing. That doesn't make it right, but that was definitely like, we was all doing, it was a competition. It was like, yeah, man, oh, damn. I see you with that one. All right, nigga. Bet. I'm gonna pull up with mine. Nigga. Like, it was weird. Huh?
Nah, I said on God, bro. Like I said, I'd be lying if I say like I wasn't trying to show off for the homies. Like, you feel me? Like, just weird shit, bro. Like, shit. That's why I be on your lives like that, bro. I'm like, nigga, I did a whole bunch of weird shit trying to show out for dudes. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
just some weird shit, bro.
It's a day. It's a day. It's a hell of a day when you wake up and realize you don't got to do that shit. Right? It's a weight lifted off your shoulder. Like, I stopped doing that shit a long ass time ago. But, and then what's crazier is the way that men think, the way that men are in their relationship, how men think about other men out, you know, out in the world, it affects how you treat your woman in your relationship a lot of times. Right? So you're like in the relationship with your woman, but you don't want to be vulnerable because like, you like are picturing like your homies seeing you like, you know, we seen those yeah, like the homies gonna find out somehow that you like was like the little spoon or something like that. Like, nigga, grow the fuck up, bro. Like, I love being Little Spoon. That's my favorite show on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that shit. I love to get held like a baby. You know what I mean?
Hey, you wanna know what had me say fuck what the homies say for real? Because when I suffer a heartbreak, bro, niggas laugh. Bro,
and that
was the life-changing moment for me. Like, bro, like, y'all niggas laughing, bro. I'm like, I'm coming to y'all niggas for advice, and I'm taking that into my household and doing all this weird ass shit, bro.
That's exactly what Pug said earlier to Fly, is that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't like, we don't need, men don't need male role models. Because they're not going to tell you anything that's positive for the most part. In most cases, they're not going to give you good advice.
Men gonna steer you in the opposite direction of where you need to go most of the time.
And then try to slide on your ex later, bro.
Crazy, wicked. Oh, yo, homies?
Bro, wicked, bro.
Hold on, wait. You know what's crazy? I'm not even talking about your homeboys, though. That's the funny part. I'm talking about your mentors, the men that you would go to for the advice that you think like, okay, it's my aunt, you know what I'm saying? It's pops or whatever. It ain't even, it's, bro, it's when you talk to them, they, you know, like when you start to express to them like what's going on, they don't be having no tools. They don't be having no tools to help you. They have no tools to help you, right? You struggling with something, what they gonna tell you? Man up.
Man up, bro. Go talk to the tree, bro. Don't go in there and tell that woman what you're dealing with.
Oh man, you crazy. Oh man, you know she crazy.
Yeah, a bunch of bull. They said they ready for blood, bro. I got some shit to say that. I'm ready to get my chin checked. HB, you still here?
I'm still here.
Get ready. I'm here to get my chin checked. No.
Hold on. Before you go, let me read these real quick. Reese said, men will know how to beat Super Mario World 1 beat Super Mario 1 in 30 seconds, but don't know their girl's birthday. Men invest in things they care about. 5 on anyone. Angel said, we tell them every live how to get the drawers. GTD. And they like petulant children say, no, I need money, fucking goofballs. And they say I need to go to the gym. Lucia said, ladies, marriage isn't worth it. I've been a single mother and a married mother. It's easier without the men present. It's an illusion. Jesus Christ. Nigel said, that's why the only thing I bring to the table is a knuckle sandwich. She abused, she's strict. Reese said, men have said they don't like to eat, no lights on, and don't like hearing smecks from women's points of view. Smecks is stress relief and social validation. Facts. Allegedly. I appreciate you. Lucia said, I need all women to wake up. They're trapping us. Naima said, pub, they have the robot movies where the guy had smecks with the robot. I believe it's about 3 of them. Oh, I saw the movie Subservience with Megan Fox or whatever. I saw that shit. Spooky, frustrating. All right, go ahead, Solo. Yap to us.
Right. Yeah, I'm about to yap, bro. You know what I'm saying? I still got a little bit of misogyny left in me, bro. For y'all to cheer.
Go ahead, we listening.
Bro. All right, so like, while I think all women like pretty much are worth it, like, you know what I'm saying, modern, traditional, whatever. Like, my biggest ick is the women who got their foot in, like, they practice a modern lifestyle while also perpetuating patriarchal standards.
How?
For convenience. Like,
also,
like, you know, you want a egalitarian household, like, you know what I'm saying, where your feelings are heard and you share equal labor and stuff like that. Cool. Mm-hmm. But, like, you know what I'm saying, you not yet able or equipped to hear, like, when a man has a problem or something, or, like, you're not equipped to hear a man's feelings. Like, you know what I'm saying, when he's hurting about something, like, you know what I'm saying, it gets you, like, you're not sexually attracted once your man starts sharing, like, intimate parts of him. Mm-hmm. Like, and I got female homegirls. I'm not saying this.
That's a really quick question.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
That's a really quick question. So, hold on. Are those grievances with them, with that person, with the person you're with? Is that what the grievance?
I'm just talking about in general. You feel me? Like, and this is something like, you know, I talk to my female homegirls, like, you know what I'm saying, about this. It's not something I'm necessarily experiencing in my household. I think I got a great partner. She hears me, you know.
Hey, that's redundant. That's redundant. Female, you don't need to say female homegirls. You can just say homegirls. But okay. Go ahead.
hey, look,
female friends or homegirls, but yeah, you could just say.
Hey, my chin open, bud.
Nah, you good. I just wanted to let you know. I didn't want you out there like that. I was like, my nigga, he done said that a few times. Go ahead.
All right, but I'm talking about, like, you know, I'm talking about homegirls, and like, they be like, yeah, like, when he get to talking about his problems and shit, that shit kind of turned me off, because I like my man manly, and I'm like, girl, like,
internalized misogyny is a real thing.
Yeah, they're immature. You can't put that on all women.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've heard other women say stuff like that, and mind you, I'm only speaking for myself. My husband is very much a quote unquote alpha male, and at times my husband is not very expressive. When I said quote unquote alpha male, so
what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
So the very stereotypical attributes of the alpha male, meaning that he is the leader. He has a leader personality. He is aggressive when he needs to be. He is not very expressive when it comes to a lot of his emotions. So I mean, I can go down the list with that.
That sounds like he doesn't have healthy coping mechanisms. That doesn't sound like a good
He probably doesn't. So it's whatever you want to put on it, because I'm not going to just kind of keep going on. I kind of wanted to get to the point. But it's very stereotypical alpha male, quote unquote, things. And if you don't get that, I'll answer that later. But to Solo, I think that when my husband is not displaying that he's happy or something is not right with him, I will come to him and say, hey, what's going on? How was mental health this week? How are you feeling this week? Because that's my partner. That's my best friend. I observed him. I've been with him for a long time. I've heard other women say, I don't like niggas that's very emotional. I kind of get what they saying because I don't like people that's got unhinged emotions, men or women. I don't like that. But
Absolutely.
a woman is saying she don't want to hear her husband or her boyfriend or any men that's in her life come to her and express what he's going through. That's just not a good person to me. I don't think that's necessarily a quote unquote woman thing. I don't think a lot of women are that way. I have interacted with some women like that, and I also found out that they wasn't good friends either because they have a very toxic mindset. So I don't think that's an attribute that we could really put on just the gender. I think that's an individual default that we have to put on people, not just the gender. Does that make sense? That's what I think.
Nah, it make perfect sense. But I was gonna say, like, you know, that's the thing I grapple with, even though it's not my experience at the moment. It's something I've seen, and then something again in dialogues with women who are close to me who aren't romantically involved with me. I'm just like, yo, like I try not to overtalk women. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Like, just because, like, you know, I'm just in a position of learning. But when I hear them say that shit, like, it just kind of, it bothers the hell out of me. Like,
yeah, I think that's a horrible thing to say. I think that's horrible to say you don't want to hear people that you love and care about come to you and express their grievances or something or what they feeling. Like, we just really think about that. You say you don't want to hear the people you love and care about say how they feel about something. It's like, well, fuck you too then. Like, get away from people. You don't want to be around people because that's what community is about. Community is about you being able to express to your people around you and get advice and be able to kind of vent. So I don't know. I just think that's not good people. That's my opinion.
all right, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
No, I appreciate your comment too. Hey, how y'all doing?
What up, BBG? Did Ho but make it fashion go?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure she goes. She's been up here for a minute.
If she want to go, she can go.
Please.
Go, BBG. Go ahead.
All right.
Oh, no, I was about to say that wasn't true. Women more often than not have to handle the majority of men's emotional care. The proper term, I think, is like emotionally coded goods. So when women opt out of that, a lot of times what happens is like men will sort of try to pull the Uno reverse and go, oh, see, you didn't really want a man who was emotional. You didn't really want a man who was emotionally intelligent or who wanted to share with you because, see, you just dismissed my feelings. No, women get very exhausted with doing that labor because of the fact that once they start, they don't stop. So everything that he should be taking to even one of his friends, his one of his, male friends who can relate to, his experience, to a therapist. And it's not to say that in a relationship you don't share anything. Like, for sure, you share things within a relationship, but women more often than not are told to carry that weight, and it isn't even reciprocated. Like, more often than not, you'll hear men, even when women talk about the most basic of things, they'll say that, women are more emotional, because they be having a cycle, and oh, she must be like that because she, because it's that time of the month. That type of relationship isn't reciprocated. So when women are opting out of that, it's not because they just, think that this man is unmasculine or he's, he's a simp or whatever, he's zesty or sassy or whatever. It's probably because she has been continuously carrying that weight and he just keeps adding on to that load.
And a lot of times men don't, when they be expressing it, BPG, it be like not even real. Like, it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but like
at the worst times.
It be at the worst time. They want to be
upset with you. Don't bring up your dog unalived when you was 12. I don't care.
Yeah. Or they be talking about y'all seen that shit with old boy, what's that light skinned nigga name? He always be crashing down. He be like, oh, granny, you a nigga be crashing out his baby mama, and that nigga be like, hey, granny, these new women ain't nothing like you. That nigga be having me fucking crying, man. That shit is so fucking toxic, but it's a lot of that. Like, don't nobody want to hear about your fucking grandma right now, nigga. Don't nobody want to. And a lot of times, men be wanting to bring up, they want to be vulnerable when women are being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to match the. It's like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying it's, of course, when a woman is being vulnerable, yeah, you're vulnerable, but you're allowing, you know, her to communicate it to you, right? Like that's your vulnerability. You're letting down your wall, you're listening, you're being receptive, you're present, you're communicating, That's great, right? You ain't got to go story for story. You ain't got to go bar for bar, word for word with her, though, right? Like she telling you her shit. You ain't got to be like, yeah, and me too. And my mama also didn't do, like, nigga, it's her time. But a lot of times when a woman is expressing herself, a man got to one up the woman and be like, yeah, they have it in me too. It's like, no, it's not a competition, bro. It's not. That's the oppression Olympics that people be talking about. Like, that's when it shows up the worst to me, is in those instances. It's like, all right, like she had a bad day, or she telling you about, you know, whatever. She had a day and she telling you about her day, right? And then a man will be like, starting, like, he got to tell you about his day. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't never going to tell you about his day, though. That's the funny thing. He wasn't going to say nothing to you about his day.
That's kind of a narcissist, too.
That's a symptom. That's definitely a symptom of that shit.
The worst one is, and I've heard like countless numbers of men say this, is that men are solution based. So women will come, their partner, the person that they're in a relationship with, will come to them and just want to talk to them about something that they're dealing with, something that's troubling them.
Men are anything but solution based.
More often than not, say that men are solution based. You want me to solve the problem for you, or you just want me to listen? And it's like, it's immediately dismissive of the experience that she's having, because she's trying to share with you, like, you know, what it is she's going through. And you're trying to fix things that, truth be told, the large majority of men can't even fix in the first place.
But BPG, the problem is that society tells us that that's what we're supposed to do. Society tells us that when somebody comes to us, women predominantly come to us with an issue, that we're supposed to find a solution for it, instead of just shutting the fuck up and listening.
Men tell us that, Jones. Men tell us. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what men tell us we need to do. Yeah.
Exactly that.
Can I
had, hold on one second, fam. That's something that I had to learn the hard way. Like, literally, I was told verbatim these words: shut the fuck up and just listen. I was like, okay, got it.
Ain't that easier?
Yeah.
It's no. Oh no. Man, that shit easy.
No, it's the right thing to do. I'm telling you,
that shit fun.
It's really the.
Hey, right when you start listening solo, and I be getting all the tea, nigga, every day. She come home and start telling. She be like, yeah, hey, and that work, woody woo woo. You be sitting there like, not that motherfucker again. What'd he say? Oh, he went and reported the whoopty whoop, and wouldn't you know it? He did end up getting written up. So they finally got him, huh? Okay, you're like, nigga, that shit is a soap opera.
Oh, no, that part easy right there, bro. When she's not talking about me, I'm gonna tell you, like,
okay. Clock it. All right. That nigga pulled it out. Okay. All right, say less. All right, bet.
You know, anytime I get up here, bro, and people talk shit, and one of the women in here get on my ass, bro, I'm cool with it. Yeah. So I don't
nah, that's fair. That's more than fair, brother. You ain't, hey, no argument there. I hear you. Yep. That shit be tough, nigga. Sometimes, you know what though? Like for me, when I be hearing shit, bro, it just be like, I think that I got to the point to where I just, you know, I've said this a million times, but like, I just know like my wife ain't like out to get me, to say the least, but like, she ain't trying to manipulate me and she's not trying to control me. So I know the vast majority of the stuff that she's telling me is probably right. More, you know, it's almost always proven to be right. But also it's how she feels at the end of the day. No matter what, right or wrong, it's how she feels. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna accept it. I got you right now, Corey. I'm gonna accept it. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Like, all right, cool, bet. Like, that's how you feel. Okay, you know, validate it and keep it moving. It don't gotta be no big, like, everything don't gotta be like I got past the place for the most part, where like everything is so fucking offensive to me, and like, you know, my wife, like, it's like, cool, no, I hear you. No, you're right, or no, okay, or explain that more, and it's more of that than how it used to be. Like, no, I don't agree with that at all. Or I'll never do that. You know what I mean? It's like you ain't gotta be standoffish. You got it.
You know what it be, bro? It's like dudes be feeling like if they acquiesce in that moment, they gonna lose leverage in the future.
100%.
Like they gonna lose negotiating or bargaining power in the future. I still myself, bro. I just got into it. We've been going through it last week. I still do that. You feel me? Like
what did she tell you? What did she tell you?
Nah, bro, I don't want to go too.
Oh, okay. Hey, nigga. Hey, we was gonna get to the bottom of that thing. You want help or not? You want to go to therapy or you want to come here? Which one you want?
What's crazy? I'm in therapy.
Bet.
My therapist drugged me to hell this morning.
Bet.
I'm just here for a second dose, bro.
There you go. I like that. Then you good. You ahead of the curve. Hope of Make It Fashion. You there? All right, go ahead, C Dave.
What's good? What's good? How y'all doing today, man?
We good, man. We in here chilling.
Man, I'm on this crown, so I might be a little bit more lively today.
All right. Teresa said the man who created Alpha Male will regret it forever. Yeah, he already went back on it and everything. Cry said they be on their Vanilla Ice shit. If you got a problem, I'll solve it. But ain't nobody asked you to. Lucia said men are their own worst enemies. Yeah, sadly enough. All right, go ahead, C-Dave.
So are modern women worth the trouble? Absolutely. I think they are.
Right on.
I think that what comes with relationships, man, it's worth it. I think when you have a healthy relationship, it's beneficial to both parties, and I think it's a lovely and magnificent experience. I just think we have to get to a point where in a relationship, both parties are able to talk, are able to validate each other, are able to learn each other's triggers, emotions, and things like that. And then you move in a way that's going to work for both parties. So, yeah, I absolutely think that modern women are worth it. I don't even want to say the trouble, because I think any type of relationship, you're going to have ups and downs. And there is not one person out here that's going to say that their relationship is hunky-dory 100% of the time.
No. I got a question for you, C-Dave. With that being said, are modern men worth the trouble?
Absolutely.
Why so?
I think that, modern men, I think we are moving away from this whole men are the sole providers and protectors. I think we're moving more to a place where men are realizing, like, hey, they got to bring more to the table than just money, because women are out here making their own bag. So if all you have to give is money and nothing else, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. So it behooves you to get your shit together. Like you said, one thing I do agree with you about is that men need to go to therapy, right? So men going to therapy, getting their emotions in check, learning how to communicate, learning how to quote unquote fight nice is going to be beneficial. I think it is beneficial.
Hey, C-Dave, I made a video for you last night. You want to hear it?
What's that? Fuck
I made a video for you last night.
I ain't see it, brother. What is it?
I'm gonna play it for you. You want to hear it?
Yeah, let me hear it.
You mind, Pop?
No, I want to hear it.
It's gonna be some bullshit. Let me hear what see.
I saw them.
Why would I be on bullshit?
I'm about to slide.
All right, Solo. All right, brother. Yep.
I'm never on bullshit, bro.
Oh, okay. Let me hear it.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. I don't know why my Give me a second, because I don't know why. I think I'm logged into the wrong account on here.
Okay, Boomer.
I know, right?
Your internet fucking up.
Nah, that ain't it.
The elder millennials always be on some bullshit. We can't never get to
No, I thought that this should be like simple. Well, hold on. Let me just go.
Every time I gotta do something with technology, like in the moment, it ain't gonna go right. Like,
Is it on your page, Jones?
It's on. Oh, here we go. I got you. Y'all ready?
mm-hmm.
I think you'll like this.
Mm-hmm.
Great skin.
Now we gotta listen to the goddamn
Commercials.
the goddamn ad. All right, there we go.
So welcome back to Jones Speaks. Earlier tonight, I was on a TikTok live with a good friend of mine, public offender, and we were discussing with a man his relationship dynamic, and he was talking about how he has boundaries for his relationship. We asked him, "Are those boundaries for you? Or are those boundaries for your significant other?" What we came to the conclusion of is that he was simply tone policing his wife. So I really thought that it was important for us to discuss what it looks like to tone police your significant other and how it's harmful, how that's abusive in nature. So we're going to watch a quick clip and then we're going to dissect it. Have you ever told the girl to relax? Yeah, bad idea. Very bad idea. Abort mission, my boy. Why is that? Telling somebody what to do in general is probably not the best bet, especially if you're trying to resolve conflict. One of the things that you do not tell a girl is to relax. And why don't you just relax? Yeah. You're being a lot right now. I need you to calm down. Let's talk about tone policing and how it's weaponized against women, especially when they're responding to harm caused by men. Because here's the thing, whether it's emotional, verbal, or psychological abuse, pain is pain. The brain doesn't separate physical pain from emotional pain. It just processes pain. And yet, when women express their hurt, their anger, or their frustration, suddenly it's about how they're saying it and not why they're saying it. Oh, you're overreacting. You're too emotional. You could have just said it nicer. Like, bro, what? Why is the problem behavior that caused it? Let it be crystal. Women don't know your response to environment, whether it's gaslighting, manipulation, money, whatever the harm is, their response to that is period. And for the record, studies have shown that the brain lights up the same way for emotional pain as it does for physical pain. So when you dismiss her feelings or tell her to calm down, you're essentially telling her to minimize the very real pain you cause. Do you see how messed up that is? Instead of tone policing, maybe try this. Listen, reflect, apologize, do better. Because focusing on how she's expressing her hurt rather than why she's hurt, that's a you problem, not a her problem. Women's responses to harm, no matter how loud, how emotional, or how wrong, are warranted. Let's stop tone policing and start holding men accountable, holding ourselves accountable for our actions. It's really not that hard.
Yeah, you should have tagged me in that video so I can make a response to it. It's on YouTube. I can't tag you on YouTube, bro. Ah, okay. Damn. Because I definitely would have ate that shit up. Well, here's your chance right now.
Yeah. So at no point did I say that a woman's feelings are not valid, right? At no point did I say that a woman could not should feel free to express her feelings. What I did say is that personal boundaries, right, are limits and rules that you have for yourself, and it also governs other people's actions around you, right? And what that looks like is that, hey, if you're going to engage in certain actions around me, then I'm not going to allow that. I'm not going to condone that. So if you want the opportunity to be with me, then you either have to, one, acknowledge that these actions that you are doing are not conducive to this relationship and look to be better, or I can leave, right? That was the entire sentiment of my argument.
Ain't no way in hell we about to have this conversation again.
Right. I don't want to go back.
I'm about to end the whole fucking live. I can't do it. That shit was like, pull it.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones X.
Yeah.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones X. That shit was crazy because we did all of that labor just for C Dave at the end to be like, well, y'all just don't get it. And I was like, yeah, cuz I'm over it.
I don't think
that be that shit that be making me, I be really needing, like, certain lives at the end, I be needing to go do, like, physical. I need to, like, do push. I got to go do something because that shit just, it fucking just, it do something to a nigga. Like, I can't stand that shit. I'm like, damn, we done talk to this man. He be really trying to. You know, be the fucked up part, C-Dave? I know me. I know me. I can speak for myself. I don't know how much other people care. I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna tell you if other people care. But I be feeling like I be really trying to get you to see a point, not to make you right or wrong. I don't care about that. I just be wanting you to see the point so you can understand, so you could be better. And then you just be like, nope, I'm not gonna see it. And that type of shit, that shit almost hurt a nigga feelings if I didn't know you niggas was robots already, y'all would hurt my feelings. Since I already know you niggas is bots.
Do you not think that I feel the same way? I feel like
see, that's that I'm rubber, you're glue shit, bro. I be talking about. You can't feel like that about me, my nigga. You can't feel like I'm a robot because I'm far from a robot.
I'm not saying you're a robot, but here's what I feel.
All right.
I feel that you guys have a certain set of
education.
Or can you say education, ideology, and thoughts that is
logical.
Amplified by group bias, right? I think that you.
What? Hold on, let him finish. Oh my goodness,
man, I can't.
Hold on, let him go, Jones. Hold on, let him land his plane. It's crazy.
Me and you know that you hate being interrupted. Like you absolutely.
We got to see Dave. I already. Come on, bro. Just go. We listening.
I think it's amplified by Greek logic. I think you surround yourself with people who absolutely think like you. And I want to expand that into other elements, right? There are a plethora of people who don't think like you, who have successful relationships, who have successful boundaries, who have things that.
Hey, you ever, hold on real quick, see Dave, you ever seen like Maxwell Smart? Remember Maxwell Smart? Get Smart?
I don't know who Maxwell Smart is. Who that?
You don't remember the show Get Smart? Like, you remember like Pink?
I ain't never.
I got you. That's the most cool. Remember like Pink Panther?
Vaguely, I remember.
Inspector Gadget.
There we go.
Okay. Remember Inspector Gadget? He would crack. It was mainly due to his daughter, his girl, right? But he would solve the cases like accidentally, right? It wasn't like he actually knew what he was doing. He just would solve the case. It would happen accidentally, mainly due to his daughter, but mainly due to the woman.
I vaguely remember Inspector Gadget.
But that's what I'm just giving you the premise of the show, right? When you say that people are in successful relationships, but they think differently, aka lack understanding, that is what that is to me, right? We now, in comparison, I'm 007, my nigga. I don't solve the case accidentally. I solve it intentionally, right? Like I know exactly why the case got solved. I had to do the work. I had to put in the work. You are describing Inspector Gadget. You're saying like because there are people out here that stumbled and bumbled upon success in a relationship, then that means that their way is the way that works for most people. And that's not what I talk about. I talk about the things that work for most people, that are applicable to most people, not the few people you claim to know. You see what I'm saying?
But here's my question. How do you quantify that when you don't talk to most people?
Well, by studies. Wait. Okay. But I talk to more people than you about this, first and foremost.
I absolutely promise you, you do not.
I
promise you don't.
See, Dave, hold on. Wait, hold on, real quick. Let's just do quick math.
I'm talking about in real life.
It don't see how dumb that is? What does it matter?
It does matter.
It doesn't matter, see, Dave.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
We know that people portray a certain image.
That's not even what I'm talking about, bro.
Hey Dave, what is sociology?
It's like the study of human behavior.
Oh, okay. And so, like a person that, I don't know, has a master's degree in sociology would probably understand what?
What?
Human behavior.
A person who studies in, has a master in sociology probably has.
But understand human behavior, man. Jesus Christ.
Right. A second tier level of
second tier.
Interacting with all this.
What do you mean? What do you mean by second tier?
He just making up stuff. They would just have a better understanding.
Right. So a third tier would be like a bachelor. Second tier would be a master's. The first tier would be a doctorate. That's hilarious.
This shit,
no,
man.
You wouldn't agree with that?
No.
Okay. What agree?
You got it. You got to see Dave. You got to see Dave. You got it.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, you got it, man. Yeah.
Is that not fair?
You know why?
Just give it to him, BPG. He got it.
No, I would never do that. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, the reason why I clarify is never for him because he's not gonna get it. This man, he genuinely thinks that he is like a sane, full operating, like he is operating at about 20 or 30%, and he thinks
max. Max.
And I mean that's where he's maxing out.
Max 30%.
The funny part is having conversations with men like this who have these conversations and say things as if we can't pick them up. Because every single time we say something, it's always, well, you guys don't listen because of, ABC. You don't listen because you're biased. Never mind the fact that everything that he says is biased. You guys don't listen because, you're in your little bubble. Never mind the fact that he is probably in a bubble as well. Like he's for sure in some bubble somewhere listening to other top cops talk about how, relationships work. And that's enough for him. But also, there's this downplaying of whether or not people have educated themselves on these subjects, which he knows. Even if he were to ask, Jones fits those qualifications. Jones for sure fits those qualifications. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, I have multiple degrees. They aren't in sociology. They aren't in psychology. But that still wouldn't be enough to say, like, hey, I actually read a great deal specifically on these topics when it comes to history, oppression, relationship dynamics throughout history.
All connected.
I read a lot about patriarchy, all of those things. It's not going to matter because the point of the conversation is to lead people to believe that somehow we are just leading people astray and
we just don't get it.
We just don't get it. Like it doesn't matter how many examples you have. We just don't get it because we are lost. And if we would only come to the light, then he could show us.
Here's the problem. See, the problem is that you.
It was a problem. Keo solved it. She said for C Day. We did it, ho. Go ahead, ho, but make it fashion. Damn, C Day. That was quick, brother. They wasn't here for it today. That was wicked.
I was just gonna say, see, Dave is a shining example of having to deal with men that think they're smarter than they actually are. And it's even worse because I'm pretty sure he has men within his group that also think they're smarter than they actually are. Then he comes onto this panel, thinking he can lecture us about some shit. You're a cop. Go sit the fuck down somewhere.
If you talking to cops about relationships, I would love to be a fly on the wall in them conversations.
My issue is, right, he said we are smarter than you. Got it. I believe you. I'll take your word for it.
I believe it.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I remember what we talked about the other day, Puff? I'm not even going to argue with him no more. Whatever you say, it is. Whatever you say, whoever you say I am, that's who I am.
Yep.
But this idea, you know what I'm saying, that we only circle ourselves with people that that agree with us is absurd. We intentionally put ourselves in places and spaces where people don't agree with us. And then we hear what they have to say. And then we ask them, how can we follow said logic train? Walk me through it. Walk me through it as if I was a kindergartner, as if I was a fifth grader. Walk me through how this logic applies. And when you can't do it, then I'm going to go back to what I know that I can quantifiably, using data, prove. That's the beautiful thing about science, right? If you don't believe a thing, then you can test the theory yourself.
Yep.
That's the beautiful thing about science.
Mhm.
If you don't believe the thing, you can test the theory yourself. We've spent the better part of 4 years, at least on this app, having conversations with quite literally thousands of people.
Easily.
Thousands.
And then to say,
We've talked to the women, we've
Mhm.
talked to the men, we've read the books.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I got the degrees. And so what all of this information tells me is that what we're saying, based on, how our lives have panned out, is actually working. Now, there may be some fringe outliers. There always is. There's always outliers, right?
And just liars.
Yeah, well, yeah. But that's not the norm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's not the norm.
Yeah.
And I want to point out that what y'all do when y'all have these conversations, when you have to conduct research, that's literally all that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like these conversations absolutely mirror how a lot of this research comes about. And the most hilarious part about it all is that men will come on this panel and talk about statistical data. And if they were to actually read the statistical data that they were touting, it would say something similar. Like they would talk about, to put it in layman's terms, they would talk about a group of men that they found in this specific area or across the nation. And they conducted this research in this way. It was this many men at this amount of time over this period of time. Like that's exactly what the data would say if they would read beyond the headline that says black women ain't worth a doggone. Like if they could read beyond that part, then for sure they would be able to understand that the same exact thing happens when you're conducting research. Like, and that's where when you're looking at books, when you're looking at information, that data is collected just about the same way. The only real difference is that a lot of you niggas would probably be disqualified. Like that's probably because y'all would lie.
They gonna 100%.
Who gives a fuck about the statistical data?
There he goes. Who gives a fuck, huh, Dirty Rotten? Who cares? Nobody lives rooted in science. What does science have to do with it? Mm-hmm.
Why can't we promote men being single
We
just
can.
the way we promote women being single?
We do. I do.
You do.
I love men being single. I love that for men.
You do.
Be single, men.
Okay.
But don't be bitter.
Good.
But don't be bitter. Don't be single, but don't be
I don't
bitter.
think you should be bitter. I think you should be doing your own thing and be focused on that.
Yep. I agree. I want men to be single.
Stay far away from women as you possibly can.
That's that's the single shit I'm talking about. Stay on and stay your ass,
Hallelujah.
get single and get away.
Don't try to sleep with them. Don't
Yep.
talk to them at the bar.
Yep.
Don't talk to them at the gym.
Mhm.
Don't talk to them at the grocery store. Don't talk to them when you're
Well,
passing
the
by
thing
them in
is,
the street.
the more that they are on their own purpose and fucking doing their own thing, the more they have to fucking beat them off with the stick.
Beat them.
You ain't gotta beat nobody off of nothing.
Oh, the choice words.
Crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, beat them. Just beat them.
I don't know if that's funny.
You see my point?
I do. Every time BPG, I see it. You think I don't see it?
Mm-hmm.
Clear as day.
You know, the thing is that, and this is something that I know. Look, I don't dislike C. Dave. I want to be honest with y'all.
I do.
I understand why.
Deeply.
And I should dislike him because, you know what I'm saying? One, he's a police officer.
Mm.
And two, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with his, you know what I'm saying, his misogynistic views. But the reason that I don't dislike him is because at the end of the day, he's still a black man.
I was about
Hold on. Let me finish though.
my fault.
No, I feel you. He's still a black man, right? And
I'll let you finish, Big Dog.
Shut the hell up, Dirty Rotten. Go ahead, man.
he's still a black man, right? He's still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still feel like he has some redeemable qualities, and he actually does. You know what I'm saying? Like if we look at, you know what I'm saying, who he voted for, if we look at, you know what I'm saying, like how he wants to, you know, improve the material conditions of Black people, like I'm okay with that, right? But the vast majority, but he kills himself, unalives himself. Sorry, TikTok, unalives himself with, you know what I'm saying, his choice of career and his views on how relationship dynamics or interactions with women should work. And I think that's like one of the biggest issues. If we look at like the Black Panther movement, if we look at the civil rights movement in general, right? All of these Black men had the right idea, but they still couldn't break away from the fucking misogyny.
Yeah. That'll do it every time.
The women were really the leaders of the movement. But you know what I'm saying? They allowed their misogyny to get in the way of listening to the women saying, "Hey, we should probably do this instead."
Yeah, they didn't care nothing about that.
Right. And it ended up being our downfall. So, you know, I think that C. Dave is always around in these spaces listening. And my hope is that one day, you know what I'm saying, he is in fact enlightened. One day. No Raz, I know BPG don't like him. No Raz can't stand him. The vast, yeah. Because
he be saying some dangerous shit though. That's why.
But I want to believe that he can change. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want to believe that he can change. I want to believe that he could be a better person. I want to believe.
I think being a man the opportunity to believe that. I think that's what that is. Honestly, I've been around men my entire life as a woman and as a girl, and it almost frightens me the amount of times that I see things in men that are oddly familiar. That lets me know that absolutely, if given the opportunity, they would not change. They would actually get worse. And like that's a lot of.
But you are a man.
Don't do that because my weenus is bigger than yours. Don't do that. That's not fair.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That was personal.
Why? Because she Black?
Yes.
No, BBC's an alpha male.
BBC's be out here winning, but that's not the point. The point is that a lot of these men portray these ideas.
Adrenal hyperplasia is what she's suffering from. Adrenal hyperplasia.
Spell it.
Quickly.
Take your time.
Quickly.
So listen.
Fuck that. BBG didn't finish. BBG wasn't finished.
I was talking to BBG. That's yeah. I wanted BBG to finish, and then I wanted to ask a question after they were done.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, and honestly, that's the part of, like I said, being a man. You can see that because you haven't had the opportunity to see the deepest, darkest parts of what men are capable of. And when especially because he's the police, especially because he's a top op cop, I absolutely know for a fact that change absolutely would never happen. And honestly, if it came to like wishing people the best, he would never be on that list. I wish him thumbtacks and windows that are hard to open if there's a smoked out house.
Humanitarian right there. That's a humanitarian.
Yeah, for sure. No.
Why you act like we gotta love everybody? This one.
Yeah, right.
No, and I don't. And
what the hell?
I want to be clear though. I want to clarify I want to be clear on what I said. I never said I like C. Dave. I said I don't hate C. Dave. Is what I said. I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I didn't say I liked him. I said I don't hate him. Now, BBG, you as a woman would know better than I ever will, because I say this all the time. Women know men better than men know men because they have to, because that's what keeps them alive. But I want to believe that there's actually black men that can be fucking saved. I want to believe that. I want to believe that. I want to. And if I'm dead wrong in that position, then tell me I am.
I want to believe that, and it's not a desire to not want to believe that, because I have little boys, I have nephews, I have a husband, there are men that I am invested in that I'm like, okay, I want to see y'all win. I want to see men consistently prove me wrong. But in that same token, I can't doubt not only what I've read, but the experiences that I've had. And that's the part that makes it sad. So when we talk about like men like Dirty Rotten and C. Dave, I wish them absolutely nothing but women's getting stuck in zippers. Like that's at the top of my list, at my Christmas list. Like that's, you know, I can't help that. And I think it's easier that way because I don't think that they'll ever be in danger and see me and go, oh, that's safety. I think that they know that at that point, it's kind of a wrap. Whatever they thought would happen, for sure. If I'm there, you can pretty much guess it's me.
Oh, man. Go ahead.
I'm gonna apologize because I understand like what I was saying comes from a place of privilege. I completely understand that. Again, like I said, I don't like the person. I just don't want to make it a habit of continuing to hate other Black people, honestly. And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just puts me in a precarious situation. Like, I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying, navigate that space. Real talk. I'm just being, you know what I'm saying, vulnerable and honest with that.
Yeah, man. C. Davis fucking. Some of y'all nakers ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna lie. Some of y'all not gonna make it, man. But I'm here for the conversation, though. Go ahead, C. Dave. C. Diddy. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not C. Diddy. See, y'all so much alike. What's your name? Dirty Rotten. There you go. Dirty Rotten. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry, brother.
All right, I appreciate you, host.
Yeah.
You know, are modern women worth the trouble?
Yep.
No.
Bet.
No.
Nope.
They're not.
Is any woman worth the trouble?
I don't know about any.
What woman is worth the trouble?
Here's my thing. Shouldn't we be telling men out here that they got it? And I know, dude, these men are getting hung up on the fucking vajayjay, bro. They're getting hung up on the fucking women. They're getting hung up on the vajayjay. I know. It's a weakness, bro. It's a weakness. It's a weakness, bro. And they gotta overcome that shit. Shouldn't we be fucking telling them that? Shouldn't that be the message that we're promoting to fucking young men? If we care about men too, shouldn't we be telling them that?
No.
You don't think so?
No. I would never tell women. I would never tell men, don't focus on vagina. Like that's not the race because you have to replace it with something, right? So it's not, you don't need to tell them don't focus on smacks.
You can replace it on them being focused on themselves.
No, that's not going to replace it. You need to replace it with treating women like people, with seeing them like human beings. When you humanize women and you don't have to. Hold on, bro. Hold on. No. When you see a woman as a person, then you will stop being obsessed with her vagina. You'll stop. And I'm talking about women in general. Maybe not your woman. Maybe you want to sleep with your woman, right? That's fine.
I don't know that it's going to happen in that order. You know what I mean? I don't know that it's going to happen in that order.
Okay. What order should it happen in?
I think that men will start seeing women differently once they take the women off the pedestal in their own minds.
No, I think men, okay, if you're talking about like decentering women in that regard, like not being hyper fixated on them, then fine, right? And when I say that, what men are, they're hyper fixated on abusing women. That's what I'm saying. But I think if you could keep the women on the pedestal because they deserve to be up there. They deserve the extra attention. And the focus should just be redirected to you seeing them as people. You valuing them, you respecting them, you actually acknowledging their contributions and things of that nature.
Of course. And then when you start seeing them as people,
mm-hmm.
you start seeing them as they have to contribute as much as every man does.
They do. And that's a weird statement. They contribute more than men. They can
contribute more.
they contribute more than men. So this should be men should be trying to keep up with women, right? But instead we're not.
In what regard? And I'm not saying that women don't contribute a large amount, but I'm curious as to what you think women are contributing as much as men are contributing.
I'll take this one if you don't mind.
Yeah, please do.
BBG, if you want to go, I'll let you go first because I'm gonna allow women to speak for themselves, but I'll go after that.
Women contribute to the amount of research you have around medicine. There was a study that was done that talked about cancer research, and the reason why there was a cancer research. See, there was a significant amount of cancer research was because they had found out that BPAs were affecting women in tremendous amounts, and the only reason why they started to conduct that research was because of the fact that there were more feminist researchers conducting that specific research. They started to draw that inference based on the effects that was happening with women. The same thing happened with education. The reason why you are able to have a lot of this information about history, the reason why you're able to know anthropologically how wars and all of these different things were conducted was based on the fact that now that they have more women who are anthropologists, they can find out that a lot of former warriors were women. Like the war tactics that we thought were credited to men actually were women. We've already talked about computers and computer technology and how women were the first computers. That had a lot to do with women have contributed to industry. They have contributed to construction. They have contributed to medicine, education, and a lot of the art that you see is also at the hands of women. But because of the fact that it was suppressed by men and that information was hidden, you didn't know that it was from women. So the majority of the world that you see is a contribution of women, more than half.
Workers' rights, women. Civil rights, women.
The medical, the patient bill of rights.
Women.
Babies. Child rearing.
Damn, that was incredible.
But hold on, even more so than that.
Emotional labor.
Yeah, hold on. That's what I'm about to talk about. So I don't care what Fortune 500 company that you look at. If you look inside of that Fortune 500 company, the people that are doing the vast majority of the actual labor that it takes in order for that Fortune 500 company to operate are women. The clerical work is the most important work that happens inside of an organization. Not only that, they're also the ones being the fucking therapist inside of the workplace. They're the ones that are dealing with the egos and being able to, to be the referee between the men, bumping heads with inside of the organization. Then they go home and they cook and they clean and they do the dishes and they wash the clothes and they change the bed sheets and they make the doctor's appointments and the dentist appointments. And, they get the kids to their, sporting events and are at all of the, the recitals and the parent-teacher conferences, and they tuck them into bed and they change the diapers and they breastfeed. I mean, like every single thing that operates. It took the women of Iceland less than 48 hours to say, you know what? Fuck this, we're not participating in your bullshit anymore. For Iceland to be like, yo, we got to make changes immediately. Like we got to shut this shit down. We got to make changes immediately.
I'm glad you said all that.
Without women, our country does not operate.
Go ahead, Dirty Ron.
Well, that last statement. But I'm glad you said all that, because if men don't want no part in all that bullshit, shouldn't they be
What bullshit?
Say that.
What bullshit? Society?
Mostly from relationships. If men don't want that to be in a relationship, shouldn't they have that right?
They do. What the fuck? Who makes men? What are you talking about?
I agree. And I think most men are not doing that. I think most men are chasing relationships with women that they don't actually want relationships with.
Most men don't like women. Most men want what women can provide for them. Most men want what women can do for them, but they don't actually like women.
That I think we agree on. I think most men are lying to get in these relationships.
Yeah. And they're lying about the fact that they actually like women, but they don't like women. They like the things that women can provide for them, which seems like it would make you like the woman that's doing it, but you don't. How's that a stretch? It's fucking reality. That's what they're doing. Why else do they? You're not. That's what I'm saying. It's like you say the thing and then you don't apply logic to it. You just said that men are pursuing all of these relationships with women, but you don't think that they like the women. Okay, then what the fuck do you think they're pursuing a relationship for? They're getting something out of it. They're pursuing it for the things that the women can do for them. That's what, like, duh, what the fuck? What did you think it was?
This is exactly what I was.
But hold on, Dirty. Did anything that you just now say
hold on, bro.
Prove that men don't like women?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
This is exactly
You agreed.
This is exactly what I was talking about C. Dave earlier. When we're having these conversations about humans and human interaction and how, you know what I'm saying, like humanity develops and how societies evolve, right? We can see that from the beginnings of Abrahamic religion forward, that everything within every developed society has been at the expense of women.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, that would indicate that men don't like women. They don't want women who they know essentially are more powerful than them, because they are, right?
Now I gotta stop you right there. I know I don't have the right to. I know it's not my life, but I gotta stop you right there, because if women wanted a different system, why didn't they create one?
They did, and then men overpowered them and took it over. Next question.
They still can.
You said it. You said it.
They still can.
You said it.
Wait.
They still can.
Wait. I'm sorry. What? Okay. What's the point?
They couldn't have.
If women checked out.
Hold on. Wait.
They couldn't. No.
What?
They couldn't have.
Violent.
They couldn't have what?
Right now, y'all would become violent.
Yeah. Wait. I'm confused. What are you saying? They couldn't have what?
Women depended on the patriarchy.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Why did you do? Wait. I'm
This is
Dirty Ryan. Hold on, brother. Hold on.
No,
Hold on.
hold on. This is what none of you want.
You doing all of that, all those theatrics, that boom. What did you think I was saying? That's what I'm so confused about. Why did you do all of that? Just this, you're not trying to answer. You're gonna say something stupid. Like, trust, I know you're not trying to answer me. I didn't ask you the question. What did you get from that? I'm saying women had a society. They didn't depend on the safety, bro. Who did they need? That's dumb.
Yes, they did.
That's dumb.
Safety for who? I have no problem answering that. Men. Safety for who?
Exactly.
I've said that a million times. Men. I've said that a million times.
So what's your point?
Not dispute what I'm saying. Men.
It does dispute it. It 100% disputes it. The fact that you don't understand it just tells me how fucking dumb you are. Like, this is crazy. You don't understand that you can't say, oh, they depended on men to protect them from other men. What the fuck are you talking about?
From other men that do not adhere to the patriarchy. That's what
No, that is the patriarchy. The fuck, bro? You don't know shit. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. I promise you. You don't know what you're talking about. That's a dumb thing to say. What do you think the patriarchy is? You think it's a system that was designed to protect women? It's not.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not. That's not in the definition. Find it in the definition. Find it. No, shut up. Stop. Don't care. I don't care about your fucking opinion. Find it in the definition. Find it in the definition. I will wait. We'll all wait. Go look it up. Look up 7 different meanings of it in 7 different dictionaries. Look that shit up. If one of them says it was created to protect women, I will brother, I will fucking give you $500. Like, do it right now. Find it.
Check this out.
Find it.
Is abuse
Find
against
it.
women illegal?
Find
Is
it.
abuse against women illegal?
Find it. Find it. Is abuse against women legal? Yeah. Yes.
Is grape against women illegal?
No. No.
Is grape against women illegal?
Yes.
No.
It is.
No.
Wait.
No,
No. Is grape against women illegal? Yes, it is.
Hold
Mhm.
on. No.
Okay.
In the
Okay.
state
It
of
is.
Virginia, in the state of Virginia,
So those men that abuse
in the state of Virginia,
the men that abuse women
Mhm.
and grape women do not adhere to the patriarchy.
That's
Absolutely don't.
dumb. What did you think
And
that?
the reason why, and using these like really stupid, and I don't mean to interrupt you, Pub.
You good?
Using these really stupid, really vague examples of how men actually do manipulate and create a system where they cause harm, and then they try to falsify their protection for women to continue to inflict such harm. It's backwards, but also it's untrue. Yes, raping women actually is legal.
Men punish men in this system.
It's legal in
Men
the
go after
same
women.
way. It's
Men
legal
go
in the
after
same
men
way
because
that
women
slavery is legal.
because
It's
women
legal in the
protect
same way.
themselves.
It has stipulations. It has a significant amount of stipulations. Grape is that way and abuse is that way. Men absolutely have the power to grape and abuse women and children so long as they can figure out how to maneuver that patriarchal system that protects them from doing such. This is why there are states where you can
But those men
marry
don't
a
adhere to the
child.
patriarchy.
This is why there are states where you can still rape your wife.
Those
or rape
men
a
don't
woman,
adhere to the
and as
patriarchy.
long as that woman cannot prove it, and or that woman is manipulated, coerced, or she is, I'm trying to think of the word, she is convinced not to come forward, then yeah,
Okay.
legally he gets away with
Hold
it.
on.
Yeah.
Wait. So dirty. Hold on. Wait.
5% of rapists are ever see jail time. Less than 5%.
Yeah. I mean, but on paper it says it's a legal fine. Whatever. That's what I'm saying. It's point. Like, cool. Whatever. But Dirty Rodden. The point that I want to make here, I want to ask you a question. If grape is so prevalent, because that's the thing that you brought up, right? There's many things that we could bring up, but if grape to be as prevalent as it is, and you're saying that those men are not adhering to the patriarchy, then wouldn't that prove that the patriarchy has failed?
But there was no other thing that could have ever possibly.
Hold on,
existed.
that's not what the fuck I asked. That's not what I asked you. Answer the fucking question.
I understand what you
Ask the
asked.
question. Answer the question.
What do you think?
Answer the question.
Women were gonna create a system.
All right, man.
They're too weak.
You can't answer a question. You're fucking a waste
No,
of
I
breath.
did answer.
Go ahead, Jamie. Oh, I'm sorry, Six Figures. My bad. Go ahead, Six Figures. I thought you were already. My fault.
Take a few deep breaths. Just breathe
That shit right there is stupid. When you ask a motherfucker a direct question and they don't answer it, it's like, what the fuck are we doing here, bro?
I mean, what do you think? Women were gonna protect themselves.
That's not what I asked you about.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
Yeah.
That was never gonna happen.
So Dirty Rodden is he is the man that he is describing that isn't adhering to the patriarchy, right? He's the rapist. He's the man in the woods. Like he's the weirdo, right? And then he's going.
I'm a misogynist. I already knew that.
Hold on. He's going, see, this is why we need men to protect women from men that are like me. Like, what the fuck?
Because I'm a rapist and I'm a misogynist and I'm an abuser. We already.
I mean, you said it.
Fucking times.
Stop being a rapist. Stop being misogynistic.
We're gonna keep saying it.
Yeah, you think I'm gonna stop saying it because I said it last week? Nigga, I'm gonna say it this week.
And that's why no one's ever gonna take you seriously. You're a joke.
Dirty Rodden racist.
I don't rape. I don't abuse.
Dirty
You're
Rodden
a
racist.
joke. You're
Dirty
a
Rodden
fucking
racist
joke.
on mute. I just came up here to find out what is Mr. Jones smoking today.
What you talking about?
I came up to find out what he's smoking today.
Why you say that?
The way he advocating for C. Dave. What the hell?
He said that man, he said he wished the best for that man.
That man is, I can't even think of no word. The words I really want to say, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
He is the worst of the worst of the worst.
Nah, he worse than Dirty Rodney.
He
Probably rapist.
They in the same category. They are literally in the same category. Like, let's be for real. I don't care if he black, white, green, orange.
Bro, shut up. God damn.
I don't care. Him being black don't have nothing to do with it. Y'all all can get it. Y'all get out of line. C-Day, one thing about C-Day, he gonna advocate for beating on toddlers.
Mm.
He sat up here for a whole hour.
Oh, he did what?
Oh yeah.
Advocating for beating on babies.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
I didn't know that.
Hell yeah.
I didn't know
He
that.
done did all types of crazy ass shit. He done said all types of crazy shit like that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for grace. I want to be clear. I'm not asking
Great,
for grace.
grape apology. He done did some grape apologist type shit. Mm-hmm. He done did all of that.
With that bingo card at
He's done apologize.
So hold on, six figure. All I said, listen, and I'm gonna apologize again.
He said withholding smacks was abuse. That was crazy.
I'll apologize for what I said. I'll take accountability for what I said. All I said was I don't hate him, but I didn't know that. Like I am vehemently against, you know what I'm saying, spanking children or abusing children. I didn't know. All I said was I don't hate him.
Yeah, I don't think, you meant no harm, but I'm just saying, like,
and I'm apologizing. I'm
pussy, bro. What a pussy.
That's fine.
the fact that you brought up, hold on, the Dirty Rotten Racist. The fact that you brought up,
I'm not
he's a
fucking
black
racist.
man.
I'm not fucking racist. Chill out.
DRR, please go on mute. The fact that you used his blackness, right? Like, at the end of the day, y'all, we don't care. Y'all all can get it. The only two black men I care about is my brother and my nephew.
You can get it. You
and
can
I'm
get
gonna
it.
be honest with you.
And I'm giving it to you.
If I
You can get
find
it.
out, because they
What?
already know. What did Dirty Rotten Racist say?
What you talking about?
Exactly. I don't know what he said. But, like, listen, y'all. I don't care if it's brother, grandpa, rest in peace, uncle, some of my uncles, rest in peace. Like, I don't care if you black or not. If you advocate for abuse, if you are a rape apologist, if you are literally, like, you live a life of disrespecting women, you can get it too. That black stuff, no.
I agree with you.
Gonna call y'all
All
out
I'm saying
every
is
time.
all I'm saying is I want to believe that he can be redeemed. That's all I was saying.
Oh, wait.
And like I said, I apologize.
Show you who they are.
Hold on, wait.
Disrespect women just as much as we can disrespect.
I got some questions. What the fuck was you talking about when you said she can get it?
Oh, that's what he said?
Yeah, and he said he was gonna give it to you. What you talking about?
Oh yeah, that was probably some grape shit. I'm glad you come to that.
What the fuck was it? I'm asking you. What was it?
Yeah. Come on mute.
That's crazy. I don't.
No, I'm here.
But what can I get?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What you talking about?
What can I get, you bitch ass racist?
What did you want? But what did you want?
You can get that. You can get that.
What?
Just as much as public will allow me to be off mute, you can get it. You can
Get what? What are you talking about? Are you threatening? Like I'm genuinely confused because you just got done yelling, talking about I ain't no rapist, I'm not abusive, and then you just told this woman you can get it and I'll give it to you. What the fuck are you talking about? That's what I'm very perplexed right now.
Damn, man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy that you would just like make that go straight to a grape thing.
What does it mean?
That's weird, bro. That's weird. That's a weird.
He trying to gaslight the shit out of us right now. This is crazy. I ain't never heard nobody try to gaslight me like this.
Weird as fuck. You're a weirdo.
Relax, man. You might be drunk and you can't explain yourself. I'm trying to help you out.
Okay, let one. Hold on. Let the abuser. Hold on.
Damn, where did we get there? I wouldn't advocate.
Let the abusers stand. 6 figures. Let the abusers stand up for the abusers.
Anybody. It could have been anybody.
It could be anybody. It just so happened to be another abusive man.
That's a white racist man telling a black woman.
I'm not drunk.
Hold on.
White racist man telling a black woman she can get it.
What?
This is what I mean.
I think you would.
What I mean.
She
This is
drunk?
what I mean. This is what I mean.
Why can't you
This
let
is
people
what I
talk?
mean. This black man.
Why would she let this man? Hold on. Calm down. Time out. Hold on. Todd, what are you doing? Why are you attacking her? You just got in this motherfucker. Calm down. Jamie ain't said nothing. You don't know what the fuck's going on. Why is your reflex to defend a fucking racist, abusive man? You did. You was already on that like fucking. That shit was weird. What the fuck is wrong?
Can I respond?
Shit. I'm not racist and I'm not abusive. Fuck
Be
y'all think.
quiet for a
Fuck
minute.
what you think.
Y'all be making us look like absolute dog shit. Like y'all make us look like fucking dumpster juice, bro.
Y'all are.
I don't disagree with you.
This shit crazy. I ain't never heard somebody claim to not be abusive. No, man. Todd, there's a man sitting right here that's been up here before you. Can he talk? Can the man that's been waiting before y'all to talk? Jamie, Alita put 20 on Dirty Rotten Head, 30 on Dirty Rotten Head. Look like we got 35 on 30 Rotten Head. Look like we got 40 on 30 Rotten Head.
That's it. Stack them up.
God damn, bro. This shit crazy. Bonji said, first and foremost, they need to talk to that therapist.
I'll send you the 10 right now. Get in the fucking here, bro.
Hold on, Bonji said, first and foremost, they need to talk to that therapist more than once. Bun Mitchell said, 10 on DR, he can have this if he agrees to leave society. Also, he is a sassy man. He is sassy as fuck.
That's it. I'm
right.
always be here.
Bye.
Holla.
Damn this nigga.
Hold
on, Pub. How much so he can't ever come back, bro?
Oh my God. I never even did the math on that, man. Dirty Rotten, now I had somebody come back. I think I don't know, bro. It was high though. It was a lot. It was a lot.
300?
Huh?
300?
I guess 3. Yeah, whatever. That sounds fair. That sounds fair to me. I don't know. I know. That's why I said it was. That's why I was like, it got to be high. It got to be like 1,000 or something. I was like, 300 is like, y'all tripping. Rock said on the sassy whiny dude, he gone. Your favorite irritation said, Dirty Rotten made the tobacco you chew get stuck in your throat. Let the church say amen, and hallelujah. Go ahead, Jamie. Them motherfuckers, y'all are crazy. Y'all really crazy, man. Y'all, yeah, I hear you. Y'all really be saying anything, man.
Word. So yeah, I was just saying, I think men run from a place where, we're required to sacrifice our pride for the benefit of our women.
Shouldn't we?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, something as simple as like personal hygiene when it comes to like nails. I see your nails painted and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to you for doing that. But something as simple as that, like that's personal hygiene for the benefit of your woman.
No, it's not. I don't paint my nails for my woman.
No, not for her, but like there is benefits that come with it.
Like what?
Like keeping your hands clean when it comes to, things that happen in your room.
That ain't got nothing to do with painting your nails.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I'm saying personal hygiene when it comes to your nails and keeping them clean.
Yeah, I mean, but you just talk about me painting my. All right, you just said that. Though. I got you. Okay, but yeah,
I paint my nails. I get my nails done too, but it's a personal hygiene thing. That's something that men run from as far as pride. Like we let other men shame us for taking care of our nails and stuff and being clean. When it also not only does it benefit us, but it benefits our women too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm still confused. How does it benefit your woman?
It don't.
Keeping your hands clean?
Yeah. How does that benefit her? And
I mean, if you
putting your finger somewhere like.
Oh, where'd he go? I just started at. Why you drop, brother? What happened? I was so confused. Tonight said dirty, rotten, repugnant. Yeah, man, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
Y'all see how that black man came up here to defend that racist?
That was crazy.
Give them some grace, black men.
No, hold on. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
No, I'm not even on you, John.
I said
John,
I'm not asking for grace. I said I'm not asking for grace.
No, John, I'm not asking for grace. John, I got you. We're not even talking about you, John. I think you were coming from a good place. I'm saying in general, right? Like, this is what is really going on. Every time they gonna choose a white man over the black woman. I see this on TikTok every single day. Like, and then y'all want the black men want us to give them grace because they are black men? No, because you're gonna treat us just like the white man treats us. Mm-hmm. You're gonna defend them before you defend us.
Mm-hmm. Every time, and twice on Sunday. Bonji says, sacrifice. We sacrifice our pride for you all to feel like you came up with the ideas on your own. Next. Yeah, I didn't understand how we sacrifice our ego, which are our pride, because shouldn't we sacrifice our pride? Like, your pride ain't shit, nigga. Shit trash. And also, you should take pride in being decent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to take pride in, I don't know. That's what, shouldn't your pride come from you being like a respectable human being to your, you know what I mean? Like, that seemed like that's where the pride would come in at, but I don't know. It's odd. Odd to me. Ms. Ness, what's good?
Oh, Dan, I'm sorry. My bad. I did that by accident.
You good. I Dr. Taylor, what's good?
Hey, what's going on?
Chilling, fam.
I'm just confused on Mr. Jones saying that he's black when his mom's white tea. It confuses me.
Oh my God.
Are you confused?
Hold
Do
on.
you see what he looks like?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Do you see what he looks
like? Hold on. That man go live every day. That man go live every day for hours. Why don't you go on this panel and tell him that stupid shit?
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, he's not black.
Okay, cool. Cool story, man. You got something else you want to say besides that stupid shit, or what?
Let me ask you a question, public offender.
Yeah.
Okay? Let me ask you a question. If you had your daughters in a hospital and they were not breathing and you were begging for help, but no one was listening to you, what would you be doing? What would you do? What extreme things would you do? Would you go look for other nurses, other doctors, come into the room and take no for an answer?
I don't even.
Would you do your best? Would you do your best to get some other faculty member, staff to come help your daughters if they weren't breathing? Yes or no?
Sure.
Of course, right? Everybody, of course.
Okay.
Or would you call your white tea mom for help to come to the hospital?
Oh, you're still doing that stupid shit. Okay. So you're a weirdo.
Oh, what do you mean stupid shit? It's the truth.
Sir,
we're talking about
this man goes live every day. Like I said, if you want to go talk to him, why don't you go do this on his live? Do you think it was going to be easier for you to do it here?
He doesn't have mods in here, so he can't mute me.
I'm him. But wait, what do you think? You don't think I would mute you? Like, I'm not understanding. You're not respecting me. You're not. Hold on, wait. My mods will mute you first and foremost. Secondly, you're not making sense.
Making perfect sense.
You're not. You being a goober.
I'm not black.
Okay, man. Are you black? Are you black?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, cam up. Show your face. Because you're neither one of those dudes in that picture.
Excuse me?
You're neither one of those men in that picture. You sound like you're 62 years old. Those are fucking young men.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. Cam up. Cam up. Cam up.
Are you into men or what?
Yeah, I'm into men. Cam up.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
Yep, that's nasty. Blah, blah, blah. Cam up.
It's like
Cam up, bro. Cam up.
destroying that man.
Cam up, man.
White she ass jigaboo.
You white. You're white. You don't care about him not being black or white or whatever the fuck.
Far from white.
What is your hold on, wait. What is your real point of contention with that man? What do you not like about him? What do you not like about his platform? What has he said that's pissed you off? Are you a fucking Trumper? Okay, cool. He's not black. Okay, but what do you disagree with about his platform? That's what I want to know. What do you disagree with about his platform?
Are modern women worth the trouble?
That's not what I asked you.
What?
That's not what I asked you. I said, what do you disagree with about Mr. Jones' platform?
What do I disagree?
Yeah.
Are you on here begging for money?
I don't beg anybody for shit.
Thank you. Does he? Hold on. Does he?
No,
Does he?
I've never seen him beg anybody for money, but
Are you kidding? Now you're being disingenuous. Hold on, bro. Now you're being disingenuous.
I was busy doing something else.
Now you're being disingenuous, offender. Come on now, be real.
you be real. You sound like a 300-pound white man. Shut up. Take that picture off your fucking profile. You're neither one of those guys. You're not a black man. You going around the app acting like you're a black man to stalk this man is weird. And you know what was crazy? You said it was nasty to like men, but you are literally stalking a grown 40-plus-year-old man. You are a 55-year-old man with high blood pressure, and you are going around this app stalking a man, and you're talking about it's nasty to be with the man, sir. You are in a parasocial relationship with this man. He don't even know it. He don't even know that every night you rub his picture and you rub one out to his fucking voice and shit. Like you are weird, bro. You're a fucking weirdo. You're a weirdo. I don't give a fuck. I'm always angry. I'm black. I'm always angry. I'm a black man in America. I'm perpetually angry all the time. See? There go that honky. See? I knew it. I knew you was on that shit.
You know what's crazy?
Let's go back home, sir.
I clocked it. I knew you was a racist white man. You thought I was a dummy, huh?
Yo, you know what's crazy, bro?
Mhm.
Don't give a fuck what you think. Listen, hey, offender.
So you don't like Jones because he talks about Donald Trump every day. Let me guess.
I don't give a fuck
So
about no Donald Trump.
yeah, you do. You love Donald Trump. You love Donald Trump.
Listen, no, but you sitting here.
You're a Trumper. You're mad because you're crashing out on another man's live. You don't even know me to stalk a man who you don't know in real life. You're weird. You gotta go. You're weird, bro. Y'all are weird.
Can I address something really quick?
Go ahead, man. That white man crazy.
Yeah, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The
bro,
white
that was
men are
cool,
not
you know?
okay.
I didn't even know what was going on. My son just texted me and told me, this is what's going on. You need to get back on the live. And I was like, oh shit, what's happening? So that's why I was muted the whole time.
Yeah.
Just this past week, you know what I'm saying? Like my community, the Tough Fam, like saved a black woman from losing her home, got a disabled person, you know what I'm saying, their electric wheelchair fixed, and a new ramp because he hasn't been outside of his house in 6 months, and got a woman that was a victim of domestic violence, you know what I'm saying, out of her house into a new home where she couldn't be found. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck about y'all pocket watching me. I don't care what you think about what I do. You know what I'm saying? If you call it begging for money, great. But if that money is going to change the material conditions of other people's lives, then so be it. I'll beg every fucking day. Go fuck yourself.
That dude was a weirdo. That dude's that was crazy. I ain't never heard nothing like that. That was wild. Okay. That was interesting.
I knew he was white when he said jigaboo, because we don't even be saying that.
We don't even say that.
Nah.
Look, I've heard that word, but I've only heard it from people that look like me. I've only heard it from people that look like me. So
or I didn't heard it from some old black people, but he wasn't old enough. You got to be 70 plus to say jigaboo. That's an old word.
I ain't even heard it from that, but that also I'm me and you, right?
Yeah.
You, but not around
I done been around a lot of old black people, and I done heard everything. Old black people sound like racist white people. I ain't gonna even lie. They sound very, very close to racist white people. They use very similar vernacular from what I've noticed. But yeah, he was on one. And that was wicked. That was crazy. They be really stalking this man.
You call me that?
Yeah. Yep.
While I was muted the whole time.
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
The first thing he did was, I don't know what Jones, he ain't a black man, he ain't a black man. But then called public, said he was weird for liking other men. But he was on your jump.
The whole time.
I was so confused. The whole conversation was about a man. But as soon as we start talking, it's like, oh, being gay is weird. What, sir? Are you sure? The call is coming from inside the house.
Sorry, we got to block that man. We got a KKK member on the phone. We got to block him. We got a KKK member in here. We got to block him.
If I'm not black, what am I? I just want to know.
He said your mama white tea, so you can't be black. I don't know who told him that, but the math was not adding up.
He's got a must salute going on. You feel me?
Definitely. The Roman salute was going off hard in that boy life. He liked that shit. He was throwing out his heart. Damn, man, TikTok crazy. What's going on? They all right? Ho, is you okay? Y'all in here doing some weird shit.
Ever since the first day of school came back around.
They been in this motherfucker doing weird shit.
This is my thought process on it, and y'all can take this with a grain of salt. But they want that shit to happen faster than what is happening. They want the must salute to be on TV right now, all day, every day.
Hey, white mama.
You know what I'm saying? That's what do everything.
Please help me. Help me. My children can't breathe. Help me. Come here, white mama. Please help me. Please help me, my white mama. Come to the hospital.
Interesting.
Hold on. So hold on. So let's address that.
Why you gotta address that, Jones?
No, I want to. This is important. This is important for people to hear. It really is. I swear to God. So when Hannah was born, she had fluid on her lungs, right? And like I could tell she was not breathing okay. And so I asked the nurses, I'm like, she's not breathing well. I think you guys need to do something. I said, you need to check something. And they're like, oh no, she's fine. She'll be fine. She'll cry it out. She'll cough it out. She'll be fine. And I'm like, no, I don't think that she will. And then I walked out into the nurse's station. I said, I need to speak to the doctor. Something's not okay. Like she's not breathing okay. And they were like, oh, she'll be fine. She'll cough it out. She'll cry it out. Blah, blah, blah. Gave me the same story. And so when her face and her lips started turning blue, I called my mom and I said, Mom, I need you to come to the hospital immediately. Like, where are you? Because my mom was already on her way, but she had stopped to get like a card and balloons and all that shit. I said, nah, fuck that. I need you to come to the hospital right now. My mom gets to the hospital, right? And immediately gets them to check on Hannah to see if she's okay. And they found out she had fluid on her lung. She spent the next 2 weeks in the ICU. Had they not acted immediately, once my mom stepped in, she wouldn't have made it. So, yeah, I utilized my white-ass mom to make sure that my child didn't die. So if that makes me a bad person, I'll be...
That's low-key genius in the moment to have the wherewithal to be like, like, I know it will work. They not listening to me. They need to listen to my white mama. Like, hey, I'd have already went Incredible Hulk in that motherfucker and not solved nothing. You know what I'm saying?
To joke about that just says that you're the most diabolical, despicable piece of shit on the planet.
Facts. That's for real. I think this might be top tier level weird right here. Hold on, let's wait and see. Watch this.
It's funny how you change the story, though.
See? Yeah, I knew it.
Your daughter wasn't breathing, period. Your daughter wasn't breathing, period. Now you change the story?
Never change the story.
I've heard you tell that story the same way. I've been in there. You told that same story. That was the third account. Hold on. Let's see. This is about to get crazy. Hold on. They all look different. I just know it's the same person. I don't know how, but I just know it's all the same person. Has that man tried to sleep with you before or something? Has he like? Because that's like at this point I'm thinking it's sexual. Like he got like a fantasy about you or something. It's weird.
It's okay.
It can't be TikTok. That's crazy.
Like making me seem like there's something wrong with me for doing what was necessary to make sure that my child survived is crazy, bro. Like you gotta be a sociopath. You gotta be.
He is a sociopath. Wow. All right. Well, I haven't experienced that. Yeah. Okay.
But yo, here's the crazy part though, bro. They won't never address me on my own platform. They wait till, what did I tell you the other day? They wait till I'm somewhere else where they think that they're safe.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that they can say crazy shit to me.
Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah. All right. Well, we got through that.
I promise that I would not participate in any more crash outs.
Yeah, just let that shit. I didn't know.
Me and Queen Bull and some other folks got into it last night.
Not Queen Bull.
Yeah, bro.
That lady is crazy. She the most.
You see Puda in the comments?
I didn't feel what it said.
I'm not talking about what we're talking about, but just talking about can we go 24 hours without hating men?
I don't. Yeah, you can come up.
I was a single father for over 2 years, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
you can come up, Puda. If y'all see Puda in there, I invited him up. I mean, he won't allow you to invite him up, but you can mute him. If you can, mods, you can mute Puda. Oh, there he goes. I found him. Never mind. Puda, you can come up, brother, and get unmuted, but you know the drill. You be in here enough. If you gonna yap, if you gonna tap, you gotta yap. You know what I'm saying? That's all we know.
Sniffing them out.
Sniffing them out. One by one. Yeah, I'm with that. I want to talk about the pay. I'm with you, fuck patriarchy. It just the weird shit you got to deal with on here is crazy. We be having some funny conversations and then all of a sudden the shit go weird. Who? What?
Puda's mom?
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Who a colonizer? Who said that? Denise said, I hate men and I got one. Oh man. Oh man. All right, you go ahead, Bama. I gotta gather myself. That was weird.
I got you. Well, I've really not ever defined what a modern woman really means, right? Other than I think that a traditional woman, if we want to use that word, but she just has access to a little bit more school, a little bit more education, a little bit more job base, a little bit more less oppression is all a modern woman is. She's doing all the same things as before. She's still taking care of the children. She's still cooking. She's still cleaning. She's still running the household. She's just able to be outside just a touch more. And men hate that. You know, they want to hold them to the most oppressive way that they can, and that's kind of the problem that we have. So when you define modern woman, that just means a woman that has just a touch more agency, in my opinion.
I define it as a woman that just she rejects traditional traditional roles or traditional values or whatever you want to say. Johnny, you can come up. I don't know where he is. Go ahead, Jill.
Hi, can I say something?
Yes.
I just wanted to say that, like, I'm so happy. First of all, I got a little bit of vodka in me, so don't judge me. But I'm so happy to see like panels like this where men like are not toxic. And also, I do very much want to appreciate African American women because I'm African, and I'm in the diaspora now. And before, I didn't kind of understand what Black women had to go through on a daily. And when I got to America, I was like, okay. One of the things I noticed was like I have to deal with like 10 times more hardships, and immediately I was ugly and like biased against just because I was Black. So I do want to commend Black women for all the shit they've like been through and gone through. And to me, it's like I don't even know how they deal. Also, not just Black women, but Black men. Like I watch a lot of this stuff on TikTok and like Instagram, and like because I was so far removed, I could not relate to this. But now that I'm here, I'm like, y'all had to deal with so much. And even just watching, like, for example, like Alabama, you're a white guy, and I would not expect anything from the white men from what I've experienced here, and to see people that are not Black kind of like I'm a little bit drunk. I'm so sorry.
You okay,
but
Jill?
to kind of see them embrace this experience and not deny what we go through as people is very
refreshing.
It's refreshing. Yes, it's very nice to see. And to all my Black girls out there, like, don't invalidate yourself and just know that all your experiences, what you're going through, is like it's real. It definitely is something that happens. And
all right,
public offender, you're like a real G. Like, you're one of the good ones. And like, I love this life. I'm in and out. Like, I always be watching your lives, and I just think that like you're doing a great job, and we need to bring awareness to things like this. Like,
shut the fuck up. Hey, look, eat a dick, you twat.
You shut the fuck up.
Look,
Who's
you
talking?
shut up. All you motherfuckers.
You shut the fuck up.
Get the fuck up, chick.
What's happening?
Thank you for muting him.
What's going on tonight, y'all? We okay? I can't. I gotta end the live. I can't. It's not even worth it at this point. It's too many. It's too much of that. It's not fun no more. People just coming up being belligerent at this point. I ain't got the juice in me no more. They done drained the juice about your boy, and not in a good way. Cause like,
also, I like your pink nails. Like, you're eating. Yes. I love this vibe. I wish we could all be like this. I honestly wish this is so welcoming, because when I came to this place and I realized, like, honestly, it was the hardest thing for me to understand that just because I was Black, I was ugly, I was demeaned. And listen, after colonialism and all those things, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I'm cleaning. I'm a Black girl. I work as like a cleaner or whatever. And I'm like, y'all came over to our continent. You stole our people. You hurt us. And here I am cleaning your house, doing all your shit after everything you did to me. Like, where does the scale balance?
never.
I'm working for you. I'm tending to you. I'm appeasing you. I'm catering to you. And like, at the end of the day, you're the one that wronged me. And so, y'all got, like, you are really strong people. Like, you dealt with so much that on the African continent, it's easy for us to be like, oh, yeah, it was hard, la, 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 la. But when I came here, I was like, you guys dealt with so much. You're dealing with so much. And I'm just like, y'all are the real G's. Like,
we figuring it out. But Jill, I do appreciate you coming up for real. Thank you. I appreciate all the kind words, and good luck. Good luck in the future.
For sure.
No problem. Have a great night. Hey man, On some real shit. I'm sorry that dude came up here and said that shit to you too, by the way. That was crazy. That didn't make no fucking sense.
Well, he threw looks in there too, so we gotta throw a little bit out for looks. He
He
was
did?
activated the looks, I guess, for muting him or something like that in the comments.
Oh, hey, y'all can block him, by the way. If you find him, block him, please.
Yeah.
Not,
Smoke for look.
yeah. We definitely blocking those types of dudes. Cause what the fuck are y'all doing? What is
I
going
feel like
on?
you need a little Franklin thing. Don't let this live be something more you like yourself. Yeah.
Hold on, Lux. I thought you had the bucket. I thought Lux had it. Oh, okay. You got it now, Lux. Go on and do it. Go on and find him and get him up out of here. Get his ass up out of here. But hey, y'all, I'm about to go wrap this thing up. Jones, you there, brother? Jones done stepped away for a minute. But yeah, I was just gonna say peace out to him. Appreciate you coming up, Bama. I'm about to wrap this thing up, man. The peoples was up here wilding. That was terrible. I ain't gonna even lie. That pissed me off. You dudes is pathetic. Y'all pathetic. Bet. Hey, it's Stephanie. Shout out Stephanie. Best mods in the business, man. Happy birthday. Where we at? Hold on. It's Steph's birthday. We got a round of applause. We here with the happy birthday, Steph. Yeah, man. It was good. And then until it wasn't. They pissed me off. The men's pissed me off tonight. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, personal hygiene is personal. Two on him, but Mr. said. I'm gonna tell y'all something. The men's won. I ain't gonna lie, they got us tonight, y'all. They got us. The jig is up. They beat me up. I gotta hold that L. I couldn't take it. They made me tired and I was not tired. I was energized. I was having a good old time. Conversation was moving-ish. It was cool. And then they just started crashing. Definitely an L. We had it. Hey, and look, it started off with a dub. How you start the live off with a dub and end in an L? Like, we started off with a dub, dude. Damn, we had a dub. We had a dub. Remember? Y'all forgot already, huh? We had a dub when we started off the live and we ended with an L. That was crazy. That was crazy. To end that way. Oh man, they got us. Toddlers wear us out. They got us. They wore us out tonight. I am tired. I was like, man. Me too. That's what did it for me, Tim. I got overstimulated. And that shit drained me. Jones did bring a couple crazies. But I like it though. It's tolerable, but not like that. Definitely bang the Cash App one time. I know the gifts ain't flowing, but they're going to Cash App for you. $1 a do. It's the Trump cave dwellers coming out of hibernation. Oh, they hype now. It's their country. It's their country. They out there doing this shit. I didn't see him. Allie, hold on. I thought I did. I ain't on my thing. Oh, Allie said another day, another nigga thetical. When that nigga was giving me them nigga theticals earlier, man. I definitely read the shut the fuck up, CD player. We don't give a fuck. Angelia said, this is so boomer coded. Talking about that white man coming up here, calling Jones all out his name for no fucking reason. He said it too. He said, oh, over Jones Maz won't mute me. And what you think I'm gonna do? I thought Jones just wasn't saying nothing at first. And then I didn't know he had stepped away. That man was saying some stupid shit. Man was saying some diabolical shit, man. All right, y'all. We about to wrap it up. Today, I had a long day today. Thank you, Bianca. Appreciate you. I had a long day. We should have got over 200,000 likes too, man. Dirty started it. Or did C. Dave start it? Maybe it was. No, Dirty started the Crash House. You right. He started the Crash House. Yeah. C. Dave didn't crash out. What a good time. Shout out to the super chatters, though. It was definitely Gigi. It was up there for the weirdest live. I don't understand what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened. That shit was weird. Unexpected, intently purposeful, Reese Skyler, Angel, Lucia, to Nigel, Elise, Naima, Teresa, Cry, Kim, Keo Marys, Bun, Ro Kanala, I think. Your favorite irritation, Bonji Baby, Bun Mistress. I appreciate y'all for real, for real. Y'all know what it is.